thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, man? It's the boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today, USA Boxing. We are back. Just checking, making sure we sound good. Hold on. Make sure the volume up over here. All right, I got the volume up over there. All right, we Gucci. Of course, we had the fight yesterday, man. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Smith. Liam Smith was the A side, so it was Liam Smith versus Chris Eubank Jr. I didn't watch the entire fight. I probably got I probably saw maybe from the fourth round on up. Because I was real busy yesterday, man. Saturdays I be busy as hell on Saturdays, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you, bro. Saturdays I be busy as hell. I want to be able to I got a couple of fighters that we're gonna have on the show next week, with this week coming up. One brother out of New Orleans and I think another brother out of Houston. So I got a couple of those guys coming on. One of the brothers I want to talk to and see can I get him in somebody else's camp in order to get him prepared. Because this particular fight, I will let you guys know he has a fight coming up again this year. So I want to try to get this guy in this particular fighter's camp. I'll let you guys know more about that. But yeah, we're gonna have some guys on this week. The Chris Eubank Beefy fight yesterday. You guys know that Chris Eubank is now training with Bomac, so a lot is being made about that. Some people were saying when I looked at the fight that it was the elbow of Beefy that concussed Chris Eubank. He got concussed by an elbow, and he did get hit by an elbow. The referee did miss it. He did get hit by an elbow. The referee did miss it, but it is what it is. Chris Eubank came back, did his thing. So I think, the crazy part about it, when Chris lost, it was the end of the world. Hey, you get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Trap House Boxing. When Chris lost, it was the end of the world. Everybody was praising Beefy. Yeah, Beefy. You get what I'm saying? And then now that Chris won, Chris is back. Chris back on top of the world. Beefy, I think Beefy was saying that some people were saying that Beefy, he was hurt. He rolled his ankle, this and that. And I'm like, a lot of times, and I think Beefy said that as well, right? Beefy said that as well. A lot of times, man, but then he said he ain't making no excuses. So, again, what thing I do like about certain fighters, like when you lose, you don't make no excuses. Some fighters, the loss is too much for them, right? I mean, some fighters, you could tell when it's a fighter that the loss is too much for them, because they'll go out of their way to make the excuse. When you have a fighter go to bringing up all types of stuff, yeah, man, his baby mama was bow-legged, and they went to the root lady. They went to the root lady, the root doctor, and the root doctor put some roots on her bow legs. And when she walked through with her bow legs, and you guys know I love bow-legged women. And then so she walked through with her bow legs. They knew that I was gonna be mesmerized, and the roots, that the spell from the roots that was put on the bow legs when I was watching, I got mesmerized, and it kind of threw off my game plan. I became discombobulated, and that's what happened. So, dude,
True.
I say, boy, these niggas, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. Hey, one thing I will say with this, shout out to Andrea.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $3 bam cash app on your boy. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna say a lot to you, boy. Some of the stuff I be hearing these dudes be saying, I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, my nigga, are you serious? They be dead serious. He say, what you say, fam? He say, shout out to coach. Keep doing your thing. Y'all appreciate that, Andrea. But you get what I'm saying, though? I said, man, these niggas here, boy, just, when you make all these excuses, you just make your guy look bad. You make your guy look bad, like a month done went by, and we still hearing the same old drama with Spence, right? And so Chris Eubank did his thing. I don't know exactly what's going to be next for Chris. I did hear Conor Ben calling him out. Conor Ben said, Chris, come on, let's do it. But I don't know if anybody want to deal with Conor Ben because Conor Ben, has he been cleared for the PED usage yet? Because he got popped dirty for PEDs, right? Didn't Chris get popped dirty for PEDs? No, not Chris. I mean Conor Ben. Conor got popped for PEDs. So, you get what I'm saying? He calling out Chris Eubank. I'm like, man, you know, no. Did he get cleared? Did Conor Ben ever get cleared of Did Conor ever get cleared of a PED usage? Cause he said he was gonna clear his name, right? Didn't he say didn't he say he's going to clear his name? Did he ever clear his name? And what it say? You say Eubanks want Triple G? He want Triple G next, huh? You say Conor got cleared? He did? When he got cleared? When? Well, I know he said he ate a bunch of eggs. He got cleared when? Is there any articles on that? I don't know, but I haven't heard anything about him being cleared. You know what? It don't matter. It don't matter. You know, it don't matter.
True.
It don't matter, dog. It don't matter. Fact of the matter is, man, I mean, you know, I haven't heard anything about him being cleared, but, you know, at this point, it is what it is. At this point, it is what it is. I ain't heard nothing about it, bro, to be honest with you. Shout out to Zepper.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What to say, fam? We say shout out to Bomac. Those guys down at B&B really know and study the art and science of boxing. Well, you know, it's always good to have a trainer that's going to study.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I want a trainer that's going to study the ops, because I'm going to study the ops if I'm a fighter. How do you come up with the game plan for a fighter from a stylistic standpoint if you don't study that fighter who you're supposed to be boxing? Shout out to Bruce Gas, man. Shout out to Steven47. What's going on, fam? L. Harvey in the building. Guillermo, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Metal Hendricks. Shout out to Kim O'Leary, 504. Jay Green's in the building. Passion for Beauty, salute to you, sis. Jamie Rivera, salute to you. So, you know, it's kind of, hey, shout out to Blunts, man. Blunts, what's going on, fam? It's kind of hard for me to prepare and come up with a game plan for a fighter if I'm too arrogant to watch the fighter study. Now, one thing I will tell you, I'm going to tell you what Bomac and them are going to study. Now, I heard that Bomac and them, they only had 5 weeks to work with Chris. Only 5 weeks. So, Chris left the UK. What did he say? Now, shout out to Yamas. He said, how could it hurt to study the other fighter? It can't hurt to study the other fighter. It can't. You know, that's it can't hurt to study the other fighter. You know, in order to be studious, you have to be a student. Students are studious. You know what I mean? Like, you can't come up with a game plan if you don't know what you're facing. You get what I'm saying? If you don't know what you're facing, you can't come up with a game plan. You at least got to know a little something about the guy. What does he like to do? What does he don't like to do? What is his strengths? What is his weaknesses? Can he fight on the back foot? If he can't fight on the back foot, then what types of shots he like? What types of shots he don't like? You got to study that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I mean, that's the way I see it anyway. You know, every trainer I've spoken to, that's what they told me. So shout out to OP Gamer.
Hey, okay.
For me, I don't need to speak to a trainer. That's just common sense. That's just common sense, fam. Like, you know, listen, you fighting a dude, this dude huge, this dude big, like, his style may be all wrong for me. I got to come up with a game plan to try to neutralize whatever it is that this guy may do so that can help me become successful in the ring. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to OP Gamer.
Hey, okay.
We're dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You say Conor Ben has now said he's been cleared by UCAD in relation to his positive drug test and is free to return to boxing without a ban. All right. Shout out to OP Gamer.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did it say, my brother? You say, however, a UCAS statement released on Friday evening has insisted that the decision made by the National Anti-Doping Panel, could yet be appealed. Man, it's just a whole lot. Hey, OP Gamer, check this out, fam. Check this out. This what get me, right? Do you notice this? There's a trend. Every fighter that's got popped for PED usage or whatever, right? Whatever. All of them say the same thing. All of them, when they get popped, they say the same thing. Yeah, man, I ain't had nothing in my system. I don't know where it came from. What could have happened. It don't matter who it is, whether it's a male boxer or a female boxer. All of them say the same thing. All of them do. Ain't none of them guilty, right? And then, but you don't find, but none of them are guilty. But then none of the guilty tests get overturned. None of the guilty tests get overturned. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I ain't. Again, whether he did or not, I really don't care. To be honest with you, man, like I don't really hold too much stock into it because it is what it is at the end of the day. But I'm like, I do notice every last one of them, boy. Every last one of them, they just be denying. And truth be told, man, a lot of these guys, just in sports in general are on something. Whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, whether it's boxing. Like, fighters gonna find a way to get an edge. Now, I can't accuse a fighter of doing anything if they haven't got caught doing anything. If a fighter haven't got caught doing anything, I can't say that person is doing something. You can say, I suspect, but you got to have something that you're basing it on. But it's not to say that everybody that's a boxer is on something. I don't believe that. For me to say that every fighter is on something, I won't say that, right? But, the ones who that got caught, all of them say the same thing. I don't know what happened, dog, man. I don't know what happened, dog, man. All I'm saying, dog, is here, man. Man, I was just sitting there chilling, shang-langing. I was at church. I was sitting there shang-langing, dog. Next thing I know, bam, the doping agency came over. They took some blood. And next thing I know, I seen a dude shaking it up, doing something to it. I think he put something in there. It's a conspiracy, my brother. See, the white man trying to take the brother man down. You know what I mean? So it's always going to be something of that sort. But what about the other fighter that's white that got popped too? Yeah, I ain't worried about that. Yeah, but the man trying to take me down, brother. That's what it is. He trying to take me down, dog. And they know what they know a nigga trying to come up. They know a nigga trying to come up. They're trying to stop me. They're trying to stop me from greatness. True. All right, man. Listen, man. That's your story, man. Stick to it, man. You saying you ain't did it, you ain't do it. I'm not the one to judge it, brother. I ain't the one to judge the shit. You know what I mean? I just want to hear somebody who get popped and say they did it. That's just like Big Baby, right? Big Baby, or Gerald Miller, when he got popped, man, I ain't did nothing. I ain't did nothing. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, these crackers trying to set a nigga up. I ain't did nothing. This man had about 7 or 8 different drugs in his system. You know what I mean? Hey, listen. The man had about, bro, you got popped with the whole pharmacy. Man, you got popped with tests. You got popped with you got popped with tests. You got popped with what is it? Clenbuterol. You got popped with HGH. You got popped with this man got popped with every illegal substance known to man. My nigga, you had about 10 different things in your system. I don't know how I got there. I don't know how. Now I understand how you 300 pounds and you able to throw 1,000 punches per round. That's how you was able to throw all them punches per round? Yeah, nigga, everybody's scared of me. They know I got hands. I don't get tired. We see why you don't get tired. True. Nigga got popped. This man had 20 different drugs in his system talking about he being set up. I think he being set up. The man set me up. The white man trying to stop the brother they trying to stop me from being great. Man, nigga, sit your fat ass down somewhere.
True.
Nigga don't never. I mean, I just want somebody to come out. Yeah, man, you got to pop a PD. Anything you got to say? Yeah, dog, I did that shit, dog. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was just having trouble cutting weight, man. My stamina wasn't where it wanted to be at, man. So I was just trying to find different ways to cut corners so that can help give me a tactical advantage in the ring. I got caught. I was wrong. I'm apologizing because I got caught doing it. If I wouldn't have got caught, I wouldn't be up here talking to you guys right now. But I'm gonna just be straight with you guys. I tried to cheat. I got caught, man. It is what it is. I'm gonna take my punishment like a man, move on, and come back and try to be a clean fighter. I just want to hear somebody say that. They don't say that.
True.
I just want to hear somebody come out and say that. Just give me one fighter. Just one fighter, male or female, that'll just come out and just be like, you know what, dog? I did that shit, dog. I did that shit. I did it, dog. They got me. They got me, dog. They got me. I mean, you get what I'm saying? It's like a dude going to jail, right? Like a dude that went to jail. And listen, listen, I ain't gonna lie, every time I got caught, I ain't do it.
True.
Man, I'm kind of trying to get a nigga, dog. Man, god damn, man, them crackers, man. No, man. Dang, dog, I heard you got caught. Dang, dog, they found some dope in your car. Man, I ain't had no dope in the car, man. I'm cracker put that there. I'm cracker put that shit there, man. I ain't get, man. Damn, dog, you sure? You sure that? I'm trying to tell you, dog. Damn, you just grabbed a half a brick last night. From you just grabbed a half a brick from me last night. They said they found the half of. They say as soon as you left here, they found the half a brick in the car. Which one? You mean the same half a brick that you bought from me? Man, that man, I ain't had nothing in the car, man.
True.
Hey, motherfucker went in the courtroom. Hey, motherfucker went there with his lawyer. You know how you gonna get a lawyer, right? You gonna see your lawyer. Yeah, man, you got hired a lawyer and shit. I had a lawyer by the name of Joe Diaz. And Joe, hey man, god damn, dog, man, he fucked me up. What happened? Man, this what happened, dog. All right, so you did it. Yeah, man, they got me. Okay, we gotta figure out a way how to get out of this. Now, tell me the first thing they said to you, right? Yeah, man, when they pulled me, man, see, my homeboy had it, right? It wasn't mine. It was my homeboy. It was a homeboy dope. But the car had my name. So, yeah, what happened? What happened? Man, listen, they were asking me questions and stuff. After they searched the car, I said, hell no, you can't search the car, right? Then one of the officers over there talking to my homeboy. My homeboy had it in his mouth. He had a mouthful of dope. He tried to eat it. Yeah, whatever he had, he tried to eat it. And so they snatched him out the car. Went to Rodney King and him made him spit the dope out. And then they snatched me out the car, held me up, and then hit me with possession and all that stuff there. He said, well, he said, yo, I noticed when I did a deposition, the officer said that you gave him permission to search the car. Man, that's a goddamn lie, dog. I ain't give him permission to search shit. He lying. You know what I mean? So let me show you how slick my lawyer was. My attorney, when he did depositions, right? When he depoted the officers, when I was going to trial, he depoted the officers. He said that he depoted them like 3 times. He asked them the same questions. 3 different officers asked him the same questions, right? He said, okay, cool. So I sat there about 4 months, about 4.5 months, going on 5 months, right? I was on probation and shit too, so I had a hold on me. So he came back to the county jail to see me. He said, look, man, I didn't want you to get out because you got two charges pending on you. You was already out on bond. You got out. You called another case, and now you're back in here. I ain't trying to get you no more bonds. I need you to sit here so you don't catch no more cases. I need time to beat these cases. He came back. He said, hey, man, I'm finna get you out. I said, you finna get me out? Yeah, I'm finna get you out. How you gonna get me out? He said, man, I found where the officers made a mistake at. Yeah, well, where they made a mistake at? He said, I did depositions of the officers. I filed the motion to dismiss, have your charges dismissed. The state is contesting it. I filed the motion to have your charges dismissed. I said, dismiss on what grounds? He said they never read you your rights before they questioned you.
True.
Nigga, I got off on a Miranda right. I got off on a Miranda right violation. The officer, hey, listen, this true story, dog. Listen, they found dope in the car and everything, bro, but they did not read me the rights. Now, I didn't tell them to search the car, but, now my homeboy he ended up pleading out. He ended up playing out, right? But I'm saying for me, they were trying to get me, right? They got the dope in his mouth. So ain't nothing he can do about that. They got him. But they were trying to get me, right? But it was like, man, listen, the judge threw it out. The judge said, well, he said, Your Honor, Officer such and such. Listen. When I did the depositions, I depoted all 3 officers. I brought them up here on multiple occasions, and all of them said the same story. So that let me know that the story was rehearsed. They said the same story. He said, but Your Honor, but you know something that they failed to do? He said, they forgot to read him his rights. So they searched the vehicle. I automatically went to question my client and never read him his rights, never told him that anything he said can and will be used against him in the court of law. And they're trying to use his so-called testimony where he told them that I'm allowing you to search my car, which my client is denying. He said, but they see, that's what they try to do. They try to use what they said I said against me in the court of law. My lawyer got that shit thrown out. True. Hey, so my homeboy was like, look, man, hey, he was like, Joe, can you get me out? He said, man, how can I, He said, Joe, can you beat my case? He said, how can I beat your case? They found drugs in your mouth. Duh, like, ain't nothing I can do about that. Like, you don't get no more possession than that. There was drugs in your mouth. They found it. You spit it out. They got you. Ain't nothing I can do. True. Hey, he was my co-defendant, right? Man, listen, he was representing me and my homeboy, right? He was representing me and my homeboy. My homeboy ran out of money. He would represent me and my homeboy. My homeboy ran out of money. He couldn't pay him anymore, right? We got in the courtroom. He dropped my homeboy right in the courtroom. He said, Your Honor, right now, this is what he said. He said, Your Honor, right now, because of financial reasons, my client, my other client, the co-defendant, he doesn't have the money to retain my services anymore. So I'm going to be, I'm no longer his attorney. He's going to have to find other counsel in order to do, to get the information that he needs in order to help him with this case. He said, whatever information that I have gathered thus far, up to the point where he paid me, I'd be more than willing to get that to whatever attorney that he has, so they can, use it to help them. But as of right now, I'm no longer his attorney. He dropped me right there in the courtroom. True. Dropped my dog. He dropped my dog right there in the courtroom. He dropped the fuck. Well, you goddamn cold, boy. Hey, Chris Eubank Jr. dominates Liam Smith, guys. He shocks fans with the 10th round TKO stoppage. Now, Chris Eubank Jr. got sweet revenge on Liam Smith last night, guys. Chris dominated Beefy for 10 rounds before stopping him in the 10th via TKO stoppage. Liam was never really in the fight at all, to be honest with you. When Beefy stopped Chris earlier in the year via elbow to the head, everyone was saying that Beefy is back. Chris Eubank shouldn't rematch Liam right away. They shouldn't rematch him right away. You need to leave him alone, dog. The man just too strong for you. Too strong. Beefy is too strong for Eubanks. You know what I mean? That's what they were saying, etc. After the fight, Beefy made no excuses. He said that he was flat from the start. He said the weight killed me after the injury. I don't know what he meant by that. The weight killed him after the injury. You get what I'm saying? That's what he said. I guess he's saying he had an injury. He said, I was just flat from the get-go, and Chris was sharp. That's all I can say about it, really. This is what Beefy said, right? He said, I couldn't move my feet, and when I rolled my ankle, I had a dodgy, he said, I have dodgy ankles anyways, so it's just one of those things. So he got bad ankles, I do know about that. And he said he rolled one of his ankles, and that was the issue. He said, Chris was the better man tonight. I shout when I win, and I take my defeat when I lose. He said, everyone knows how I was with the weight. After the injury, I came down 3 stone. It's a lot. He said, it's a lot of weight to come down. All right, well, shit. Well, that ain't no excuse, because if you got a lot of weight to come down, that's your fault. You never should have let your weight get out of whack in the first place. True. How you not gonna make an excuse? I ain't making no excuses, but you making a damn excuse. This sound like an excuse to me. I'm just saying for me. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Yams. What he say? He said, Lord, you got to get their money. He said they know people don't play. Yeah, hey man, I ain't mad at them, man. He dropped my dog right there in the courtroom. But hey, listen, I'm no longer representing him. I represent Coach. Hey, I paid him in full though. I paid him in full, so you know. But anyways, so Beefy said he had to come down, man, 3 stone. Chris did, as you guys know, Chris Eubank did switch trainers. He switched trainers before the fight. He chose Bomac and Saul. Bomac and Saul, you know, 2 of Terrence Crawford's trainers to prepare him for this rematch. And I think they only had 5 weeks to get ready for this fight. So Bomac didn't have a lot of time. Him and his team didn't have a lot of time to work with Chris. But Chris is a professional. He's a vet. He is a good fighter. But they only have 5 weeks to get ready for this fight. After such a dominant performance, what's next for Chris Eubank Jr.? Hate, like, share, subscribe. You guys let me know what time. What do you guys think is next for him? What you guys think is next for him? You know what I mean? Like, you know, he coming off a good win right now. Coming off a good win. You know, it is what it is. But, you know, before we get into the show, I almost forgot. We got to say all praises due to the Most High, the most exalted, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I got to be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Shout out to Jackie Hernandez.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Man, shout out to Jackie. Salute to you, sis. Thank you so much, sis, for dropping that super chat, that quarter of a dub super chat, you know, on the old boy. I appreciate you, sis.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, what to say, Yamas? You say I gotta get 6-figure Johnny back on the show. I will. I get him back on the show. I get him. I can, you know, Johnny will come on anytime I reach out to him. I just have to reach out to him, Yamas, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm gonna get 6-figure Johnny back on the show. Hey, that's my man's though. 6-figure Johnny. That's my man's. Hey, I love to hear them dudes. I love to hear them dudes from Brooklyn say that. Man, that's my man's. Hey, Brooklyn. Hey, dudes from Brooklyn. Hey, but dudes from Brooklyn and dudes from Brooklyn is some funny dudes, man. Ain't that like Brooklyn? Brooklyn dudes is the hardest. They the toughest. They got more game than anybody. You know, Brooklyn is, you know, listen, we the roughest borough. We the hardest in New York, baby. You know. I had a homeboy named Dennis from Brooklyn. That was my dog. My homeboy named Dennis from Brooklyn, man. We was in junior high together for like maybe 6 months because he ended up moving back to New York. That was my dog, boy. Dennis, that was my dog there, boy. I miss Dennis, man. I miss my dog. I haven't seen him in years. But anyways, we gonna get right into this show, man. Before we do, you know, we got anybody sitting there watching the show, hate watching, don't want to hit the like button. Riley, what's happening, man? Get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Now my dog Dennis, boy. Dennis came down with the British Knights. He said, you got to get them BKs, baby, them BKs. Like a lot of you jitterbugs, y'all don't know nothing about British Knights. The BKs, the Bucks, the Buffalinos. You know, you got to get the corduroys. You got to get the fresh corduroys, right? And like Dennis had all the fashion used to come out of New York before it even came to Florida. By the time Florida got to it, they've been wearing like the bombers, the bomber jackets, the raccoon hats. You know, it was just like New York, you know. my nigga came down, brought all that swag with him from New York, arrogant, cocky as hell. Like this nigga be talking this nigga talk a whole lot of shit. Like this old shit talking that nigga from Brooklyn too, boy. That was my dog though. Anyway, so I wonder what's next for Chris Eubank. Like, let me see what they got over here. Chris won last night. We know that. It was a good fight. I mean, it was a good fight. It was a good rebound for Chris because a lot of people were saying that Chris should hightail it in. A lot of people were saying that it's over with for Chris. You know. I want to make sure it ain't popping. I want to make sure they pop. I changed my HDMI MIDI cord, so I'm trying to see would that alleviate the popping. But yeah, so Beefy is more of a close range type fighter. Beefy is more of a close range type fighter, inside fighter. So if you can keep him mid range, mid to outside, you'll be able you could be able to pretty much neutralize him. If you can keep him mid to outside, he has to get on the inside in order to get busy. You know what I mean? So if you can keep him at arm's length, keep that distance. Now that's one thing that you will learn when you're training with Bomac, training with Saul, Coach Red. You're gonna learn how to keep that distance. Now you got to work on your timing and stuff like that. That timing, that's a part of boxing. But you're gonna learn how to keep that distance. I'm wondering will they have a rubber match? Because Beefy won the first fight, then Chris Eubank won the second fight. Will there be like a rubber match? That's what I want to see. I'm hearing Conor Ben wants calling out Chris Eubank. If I'm Chris Eubank, Conor Ben got to come up to my weight class and fight me. If I'm Chris Eubank, Conor Ben has to come to my weight class and fight me. I won't bend the knee for anything Conor Ben wants. I won't bend the knee for anything Conor Ben wants. Dude, you got pot dirty already, man. Right now, you ain't running that right now. Right now, dog, your name is dirty. You right now you got mud on your name. If you want to fight me, dog, I'm the A side. You got to act question whatever I want. I'm not fighting you at no catch weight. Bring your ass up here. What they fought at 160? They fought at 160, right? They fought at 160. I think they fought at 160. Yeah, dog, it is what it is. And what it say, Bill say, terrible fight. Smith was a course with 2 broke ankles in there. I mean, it is what it is. But he had them same broke ankles when he knocked out on Chris Eubank. True. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, fam? Like, he had the same bad ankles when he knocked Chris Eubank out. Now, he did catch him with that elbow. I did see that. He caught him with the elbow, but it was scored a knockout. It was scored a TKO knockout, whatever. So it is what it is. He had them same ankles. You get what I'm saying? I want to say Pacific Beauty. You say, yeah, Liam was Eubank's punching bag. Eubank controlled it very well. So yeah, you gotta go ahead and if you can, that's what you're gonna learn from them. You're gonna learn how to control that distance. You're gonna learn how to control that distance, but you gotta have some kind of pop. Like if you want to control somebody and keep them on the outside, you gotta have some kind of pop. You have to have some type of respectable power that people can respect. Because if you don't have any kind of power, maybe people can feel like they can walk through you. Like someone like a Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison ain't got no punching power. So he has to fight a perfect fight for 12 rounds. He can't get tired at no point in time in the fight. Because if someone fights him, closes that distance, and then Tony's going to try to bang on the inside because his legs won't allow him to move around anymore, that's where he's at a tactical disadvantage. You get what I'm saying? Because Tony Harrison don't have no pop. So, if you the type of guy, you got to have some punching power. Like when I was watching the Terrence Crawford Errol Spence fight, I saw that fight again for like the third or fourth time. I want to say maybe fourth. The third or fourth time. What I noticed was, because before the fight, people was like, who was rooting for Spence, yeah, man, Bud gonna be on this bicycle. He gonna be running. He gonna be on this bicycle. If you watch that fight, Bud wasn't on this bicycle at all. Bud wasn't on this bicycle. It was sometimes in the fight he went back to set traps. Like when he went back to the ropes, and Spence was banging, but had him in the corner banging on him, and Bud was catching with the elbows, slipping and stuff like that. And then Bud spit him and got out of the corner to let him know, look, dude, I can get out of this anytime I want to, right? Because he understood what Spence wanted to do. So what I noticed was, what Bud did, he said, I'm fixing to establish my jab early, and it's going to be a power shot. And he said that, listen, he's just as strong with his right hand as he is his left hand. So whether I hit you with the left or right, it's going to be the same kind of power. So, but he said he remembered that Spence did not fight that many, didn't fight many southpaws. So that's why he fought him. He said he made the decision to fight him as a southpaw, right in the locker room, right before he came out of the ring, right? So my thing is, right before the ring walk. So you got to have some kind of punching power. And when I watched that fight, I noticed that Errol Spence had a look of concern on his face. I think he was shocked, like, damn, I ain't never got hit this hard. Like, no one ever punched him in his mouth that hard. And it looked like he had blood coming out of his eyeballs, his nose, mouth, stuff like that. So he had a look on his face like I never seen Spence look like that. And he was consistent. And then I started seeing Bud push him back. Like Bud put Spence on the back foot. He like, no, I ain't running. I'm stepping to you. He started stepping to Spence. And look at the fight. He started stepping to him. You know, every time Spence went backwards, then Spencer tried to attack a counter. But when he tried to attack Bud, he wasn't close enough. Bud to get out of range. And as soon as he get out of range, before Spence can get back on defense, he's right back on top of him, landing the overhand, landing the right cross over the top. And then when he get close, hitting him with the uppercut, coming with the left hook. You know what I mean? Like one time he did switch. He switched one time and hit Spence with a lead left hook. You couldn't even, listen, I didn't even tell how I knew he switched because I looked at his footwork. I said, oh, and when he threw that lead left hook, because I'm like, why would he throw the lead left hook from the backhand? He didn't throw it from the backhand. I think when he stepped with his left leg being the lead foot. And when that left leg stepped up and become the lead foot, he threw like a left hook and caught him with a lead left hook, like, bap, caught him with that. So I'm like, man, he just battering this dude, man.
True.
And then he took Spence's jab away by parrying the jab. He was parrying Spence's jab. He'll parry it, and then he'll come right back over the top with the same hand. You know, before the guard can even get back. So just too much speed. His speed and footwork, ring IQ. I mean, he figured it out in the ring. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta have some kind of pop when you're fighting somebody. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like if you fight somebody like a Canelo, like Jamel Charlo, he's gonna have to have something that Canelo can respect. He's gonna have to have something that Canelo respects. Jamel Charlo's gonna have to establish a strong jab against Canelo. Canelo has very, very good lateral movement, upper body movement. So, of course, Canelo's whole thing is to catch. Canelo likes to catch and shoot. He likes to parry. He slips. He bob and weaves very well. You know, when you bobbing and weaving, you got to have really good upper body movement. He bobs and weaves very well. Canelo is a thinker in the ring. Like when you're fighting those these elite fighters, they are thinkers in the ring. They are thinkers. And there's something that I heard Canelo say at a press conference with Jamel Charlo. He said a lot of people, they see things on the sideline. And I used to hear Floyd Mayweather say this all the time. He said a lot of people, they see things on the sideline. He said, but when you get in the ring, it's different. It's different when you get in the ring. And Floyd used to say that all the time. It's different when you get in the ring. Like I'm looking at, as a matter of fact, I want y'all to hear this. And so what I'm going to play for you guys, I believe that led directly to Spence's loss. Let me see something.
Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps that I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you. Man down. Strap season. I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
It's free smoke, Junior. You already know what time.
Hey, so I'm coming for that motherfucking belt, right? So I'm laughing, right? And so now this is when Crawford and Spence were face to face with each other. Shout out to Pass for Beauty. She said Liam just put pause on Eubanks. Then in the rematch, Eubanks made all the adjustments. Got superb team. Shout out to Liam. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, what's good for the gander, good for the goose. Hey, shout out to y'all. Hey, check this out. Now this one they met face to face.
T-Bug Crawford.
Yeah. Everybody know who the champ is at 147 who the cage is. And he's too small. He's too small. He little. He light in the ass.
Hey, look.
Ain't
nobody say Floyd was light in the ass.
He's light in the ass. He's not Floyd.
Hey, I told you I was going to pull up on Spence.
Hey, you really already know.
Hey, look. I love it. Hey, look. I love it. I told him I want that word.
Free smoke.
I told him I want that word. This ain't no Keith Thurman shit. That's why he's scared.
Hey, Spence say he too light in the ass.
True.
Hey, y'all remember that? He too like Nash. He too like Nash. You know, everybody know I'm the king of the welterweight division. This one, the fight should have happened. The fight should have happened in 2018 or 2019. That was the best. That was the perfect time to jump on Spence. Jump on Errol. For Spence to jump on Crawford. Y'all check this out though.
How look at the win?
What you talking about? How big?
How look at the win?
It's fat.
But how look at the
Grab
win?
that.
How look at the win?
Yeah.
I guarantee I'm a Christian.
Grab that.
All right, let me
I
ask you a
guarantee
question.
that.
Smack you when you fight.
Don't try to go to the body. Don't try from the side, bro. Don't try that little. Don't try from the side.
He told him. He said, don't try to go to the body. He had that uppercut for him. They tried to go to the body. Bap! Came up with that uppercut. Yeah, come on. I'm finna bait you right now. It was like a matador fighting. It was like a matador fighting the bull. The matador's controlling the bull. Okay, he keep coming forward. Come on, baby boy. Come on. As soon as you get a little closer, and then when Spence opened up to try to throw that back in, bap, caught him with that uppercut. Like, listen, but I told you, boy, don't try to go to the body now. Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you don't try to go to the body? I told you what? I told you I had something for that. Didn't I tell you I had something for that?
True.
Tell your nigga to be quiet. Why your nigga talking from the sideline? Tell your nigga to be quiet. Tell your nigga to be quiet. Here you go right here.
Hey, Cat, yeah, you ain't doing this, man. Let them talk. Let them talk. Hey, no sidebar. No sidebar. No sidebar. No sidebar. Just let them talk.
Ain't nobody talk from the side. Why you gotta talk? Ain't nobody talk from the side. Why you gotta talk?
Talk to me.
It don't matter.
Talk to him.
Tell your nigga to be quiet.
Talk to me.
Tell your nigga to be quiet.
Talk to me.
Tell your nigga to be quiet. Tell your nigga to be quiet. Tell your nigga to be quiet. Whatever.
He said, tell your nigga. Hey, he was talking to Greg. Shout out to Greg, man. Shout out to Greg. Hey, he was talking to Greg. He said, well, tell your nigga to be quiet. Tell your nigga to be quiet. Why he talking from the sideline? Why he talking from the side? Ain't nobody talking to him. Tell your nigga to be quiet. Well, tell your nigga to be quiet. Well, tell your nigga to be quiet. Oh, my God. Is this nigga rolling his neck? He was rolling his neck. Well, tell your nigga to be quiet. Hey, you know what? That's gonna be. Hey, I'm gonna put that on my soundboard. I'm gonna put that on my soundboard. Hey, you know what? Hey, I gotta put that. I gotta put that on the soundboard. Shout out to Swift.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What to say, Swift? You said I remember the first Smith Eubank fight different. He said I thought Chris was smoking Liam until the KO. Okay, all right. Yeah, man. That was a pretty good. That was a pretty good rebound fight for doggone Chris. Chris needed it.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Tell your nigga to be quiet. He said, tell your nigga to be quiet. Woo!
It don't matter. I'm gonna stop you. Easy. I'm gonna stop you easy. That shit gonna be easy work. I promise you. It don't matter. I'm gonna knock you out, bro. You been hurt.
That's fact.
You got hurt by getting bull. You got hurt by getting bull. Yeah.
You got hurt by Ocampo. You got hurt by Ocampo.
Whenever I got hurt by Ocampo.
And you got hurt by Ocampo. And you got hurt by
He said, pull that up.
We see you get wobbly, Lay. We see you get wobbly.
Then what?
We see you. It don't matter. It don't matter. Wait till I hit you.
Wait till I hit you.
You gonna sleep.
You gonna look like
on my life.
You gonna look like Benavidez.
You. He had one leg.
You gonna look like
He had one leg. He had one leg.
I'm gonna make you do snake leg.
Well, I am the boogeyman. I am the boogeyman.
He said, on my life, I'm gonna stop you. On my life, I'm saying, see, that's why you can't be betting your life. Don't be betting your life. Don't be swearing to God. Because sometimes you be putting your life on stuff. Bro, like, you know what, dog, you did bet your life now. You bet your life he wasn't gonna stop you. Guess what? He stopped you. You bet your life that he wasn't gonna do you like he did Jose Benavidez. He said he was gonna have you doing the stanky leg. Guess what? He had you doing the stanky leg.
True.
Yeah. He had you doing the stanky leg. Know what I mean? So I'm happy that Chris Eubank. Now, Chris, what I'm wondering is Chris going to continue to work with Roy Jones, or will Chris just say, hey, I'm gonna work out with Bo Magnum, from this point forward. Get some more time to work with them. Probably go to Omaha. He'll probably be in Omaha working out. In there with Omaha, he'll get some good sparring in there. He'll definitely get some good sparring and some good training in there. between Bomac, Red, Saul, Bernie, Chance. They got another trainer there named Chance. Chance. You know, just it's a couple of more trainers too that y'all might not even know about. But yeah, it ain't nothing but boxing going on in there. So and then of course Bud will probably be working with him as well because you know Chris is a bigger guy, so Bud will probably be working with him as well. So you know, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, he'll probably leave the UK. I don't know. I don't know who he's going to fight next. But what I want to see, what they can do with Chris with the full training camp. I think Bomac came in the last 5 weeks of the 5 weeks. I want to see him with hey, this is the guy who we're fighting. We're going to have this fight later on in December or November. Let's get together. Let's get a full training camp. Get him out there in Colorado. Let him do his thing out there. Take him through that strict regimen. You know what I mean? Maybe take him to get some UFC strength and conditioning training like Bud did. Whatever. I guess it depends on, who the fighter is he's going to fight. But yeah, I think he'll be able to do that. Now he got to pay now. Of course he got to pay his money. You know what I mean? Because that shit. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. Running a training camp, getting ready for a fight. I don't think the boxing fans realize how much money these fighters actually pay for training camps. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that these fighters, I mean, a lot of the fans understand how much money that these fighters have to pay for training camps. Just imagine someone like a Terrence Crawford or a Canelo. Canelo got a training camp. Bud got got 3 trainers. So he got to pay Saul, Bernie. No, he got to pay Saul. He got to pay Red, and he has to pay Bomac. 3 guys, they've been together forever, for like 25, almost 30 years. So he stuck with his same crew. I'm going to work with these guys. He makes sure all 3 of them eat, right? And then you got the other trainers in there like Chance, and hopefully Chance can get a lead training job. Bernie, hope he get a lead training job. You get what I'm saying? So got those other guys in there. Dude, all those guys do is talk about boxing. I swear, that's all they do. Boxing, wrestling, that's it. Fishing, playing darts, horseshoes. These niggas talk about horseshoes. Yeah, listen, bro. That's all they do, bro. Anything dealing with competition, that's all they do, boy. Wrestling, that's all they do.
True.
Yeah, that's all they do. So I want to see Chris. We get a full training camp. Because you can easily say, you know what, man? Beefy did have bad ankles. His ankles wasn't good. So he fought a guy that was a wounded duck. But the only problem I have with that is this. If Beefy would have won the fight, no one would be talking about his ankles. He had those same ankles prior to the first fight when he beat Chris Eubank. You get what I'm saying? So if he would have won the fight, they wouldn't be talking about that. But Beefy, Liam didn't make any excuses, so it is what it is. I respect that. But let's continue.
No. He's a man, the boogeyman. No. I'm boogeyman. Who? He can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him. I'm the dog of the division. I'm the boogeyman. You can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing you. No. You're not that guy. I'm that guy. Numbers don't lie, and I'm the number one guy. I'm that guy. You're not the number one guy. Numbers don't lie. You signed for 3.5 fight. I've been here. Everybody got ESPN. Terry, who's the better basketball player? Me. Anything about him is me. Me. You can ask Bron who's the best basketball player. And I killed him for the bread.
He said anything about him is me.
True.
Anything about him is me. Anything, me. It's me, whatever. Anything dealing with the best and him, in comparison to me, is always going to be me. I'm always going to be the best.
True.
I say, man, this right here, man. Like, bruh. So I don't know, man. I want to see Liam. I want to see what Liam Smith going to do next. A lot of people saying that he should retire now, this and that. It's amazing, man. As soon as somebody take a loss, people be like, I think a lot of times some of these losses be an overreaction. We'll see. Because sometimes you can see a guy that lose, but then he'll come back the next fight and do something very, very, very good. Kind of like how Chris Eubank. I don't know who was the. I think Beefy was the favorite in this fight, right? I think Beefy was the favorite in this fight, if I'm not mistaken. He was favored. He was favored. I think he was favored in this fight. He say, man, Errol twisted in that video talking about ESPN, nothing to do, etc. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But I'm saying it's funny listening to it now because everything Bud said he was going to do, he did. And then everything Spence said he was going to do, he didn't do.
You had a problem with the best. Hey, I asked all the money. And I killed him for the bread. Easy way. He didn't want to play me one-on-one. I killed him too. He didn't want to play me one-on-one. I play you one-on-one. That's what we were supposed to be in there after our fights. You go to Colorado and I'm not going over there. So I gotta come to Texas.
You say you got to. So that's what they were talking about.
They come to us. We ain't going to them. They coming to us. Because it's a whole bunch of
Doggone Greg.
We ran into them. Come fight at the Cowboy Stadium. Yeah, we know. Come fight at the Cowboy Stadium. Yeah, come fight at the Cowboy Stadium.
He said.
Hey, look. We go to Vegas.
Now Spence said we go to Vegas.
We go neutral. We can go there. Vegas or New York. And then when I stop him, they're gonna say he's too small. Hey, so when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. On my life. And he stayed at 147. He would not stop. Too long. He would not stop. Okay. That's
exactly what they said. When he got stopped, oh man, you know, man, he stayed at the weight division too long, man. He was too weak. He was weight drained. Listen, Crawford said what they was going to say 5 years ago.
True.
Hey, Yarmus, everything he said, that's exactly what's being said right now. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, goddamn, man, you know, I don't. They try. No, I take my head off. Errol Spence haven't made one excuse. Errol Spence haven't made one excuse, so I take my head off to Spence. But I'm saying the guys who are online shooting videos, making excuses for him, like literally that's what they said. So he said, look, when I stop him, y'all gonna say he stayed at the weight division too long, he was weak, and guess what? That's exactly what they saying right now. Out of the 25 different excuses, that's one of them.
True.
Out of the 25 different excuses, that's one of them. Literally. Let me see who this guy is, because this guy right here, this is a troll. I'm finna go ahead and block you. I didn't know this is a troll. You coming here spreading misinformation. Yeah. You come here spreading misinformation. I ain't gonna say who it is. You say that one more time, I'm blocking your ass. Because you're lying. Coming in the chat, lying, spreading propaganda, that ain't true. So, this your last warning. I'm blocking you. I'm gonna introduce you to the block party. Anyways, I don't know where does Chris Eubank go from here. Somebody said he wanted Triple G next. Let me see. Let me see what Chris got. Let's go. As a matter of fact, let's go to the ratings. Let's go to the ratings. He's a middleweight, right? I think he's middleweight. 160. Let me see. I think he's middleweight. Is he middle? Because they say he wanted Triple G next, right? He wanted Triple G next? Let's see. All right, this is what I'm looking at, guys. We have Gennady Golovkin. They got him the top guy. Chris Eubank Jr. Now, this is Ring Magazine. This is Ring. I want you guys to see this. This is the Ring. He said, is Lester Martinez a good fighter? I don't know. Shout out to Stephen Brimley. What's going on, fam? Passive Beauty in the building. L. Harvey, salute. I want you guys to see this, because I want to see where does he go next from here, and where does Beefy go? Where does he go next from here? Where does Beefy go? Let me see what's up. Let him do that. Hold on. Chris Eubank, Box Rec. This Box Rec right here. Now, this is the ratings for Ring Magazine. No. Sorry, my bad, guys. Box Rec. This is Box Rec's. This is what they have on Box Rec for 160. This is the top 10. They got Sugar Shane Mosley Jr., Austin Williams ranked number 9, Vincenzo, ranked number 8. They have Janabek, ranked number 7. Michael Zarafa, ranked number 6. Carlos Adames, ranked number 5. This is BoxRec's top 10. This is BoxRec's top 10. Now, I need to go look at the Ring's top 10. But they got Chris Eubank, number 2. They got Gennady Golovkin there. Lil Smith. Now, of course, they're probably going to have to. I don't know if this has been updated or not. I don't know. But shit, who in the top 15 then? I don't know, man. I don't know where neither one of these guys go from here. What, Chris Eubank, I think Beefy, how old is Beefy? Beefy 35, right? So I think Liam Smith is 35. I think Chris Eubank is like 33, 34. I don't know. Both men been boxing a long time. You know, damn, I don't know if it's any money fights. I don't know if it's any money fights in there. And what did he say? He said, where's Charlo? Charlo has been inactive for over 2 years, so they don't have him in there. Charlo has been inactive for over 2 years, so they don't have him in there. He's an inactive fighter. Why is he still allowed to be a champion? I have no idea, bro. I have never seen anything like this before in my life. I've been watching boxing a while, right? I have never seen a fighter who is physically unable to perform his duties in the ring be allowed to hold on to his championship belt that he was elevated to and just hold on to it and literally don't have to fight. But not only that, have a sanctioning body come out and argue on your behalf as to why you still should be able to hold on to the belt, even though you haven't fought in over 2 years.
True.
You can't make this up. Shout out to Rashawn Johnson. He said, love from Mississippi, coach. Man, shout out to Mississippi, man. Salute, fam. Shout out to Mississippi. Shout out to my sister, Nick Rich. And what it says, and kind of brags about it, too. Yeah, and brag about it. Bro, like... Ooh. Listen, bro, like... This shit just kills me. Explain to me. Does Jamal Charlo have the complexion for the protection? Because we hear that a lot from a lot of the race-based narrative pushers. They say certain fighters have the complexion for the protection. See, when you have the complexion for the protection, brother, there are certain things that you won't be allowed to do. When you have the complexion for the protection, there are certain things, my brother, that you would be allowed to do that other folks that look like me and you is not able to do. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm fine with all of that, right? I get where you're coming from. Can you explain to me how this brother, does he have the complexion for the protection, brother? Well, brother, that's different. What it is, brother, is, they're trying to make up for all of the bad things that they did against us. So you're saying a lot of they and this and that. What do you mean by they? Can you be more specific, brother? You know what I mean? More specific. So I don't want to confuse. So explain to me how this guy's able to hold on to the belt for over 2 years. This man hasn't fought since June of 2021. So that's been 27 months. Can you explain to me how is a guy able to hold on to a belt for 27 months without even having an inkling of fighting somebody? Anybody. You get what I'm saying? Like, explain that to me.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who won it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Hello.
Man, shout out to my sister Nick Rich. Shout out to Elena. Elena's in the building as well. Salute to you, sis. Shout out to my brother Yamas, man, on Brooklyn Stand Up. You get what I'm saying, though? I'm like, bro, like, okay. Like, what is the point? There's nothing going on in the middleweight division. The middleweight division is probably one of the most dead divisions in boxing. There's literally nothing going on in the middleweight division. So the purpose of letting Jamal Charlo hold the belt again is for what? Like, literally, There's been movement. What Mauricio Sulaiman said, there's been movement going on in the middleweight division. Carlos Adames, he is a proud WBC intern champion. So there's movement going on in the division. Well, what you mean there's movement? There's nothing going on with the WBC super title. Shout out to Demetrius. What's going on, fam? Like, what movement is he talking about? Shout out to Nelly Content. There's been movement. What movement? I say, you know what? Does Jamal Charlo have the complexion for the protection? Because surely if you're going to say that if you're white and you have complexion for the protection and there's certain privileges that non-black fighters have that black fighters don't have, then you know what blow that narrative up? Jamal Charlo.
True, true, true.
Jamal Charlo don't have the complexion for the protection. He's from Houston. And guess what? And he's still able to hold on to his belt. I would love somebody, as a matter of fact, let me drop the phone lines. I would love somebody to just be able to just explain that to me. Guess what? They can't explain it. Because when they try to explain it, they start sounding like this.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent, circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
Mauricio Sulaiman, can you explain to me? Can you explain to me why is Jamal Charlo being able to hold on to the belt without fighting anyone? Can you please explain that to me? We must internalize the flashulation of the matter in order to transmit certain circumstances within the diameter of the hemisphere dealing with certain molecules that resonates above and throughout the atoms of the universe. So if you want me to explain certain situations as it relates to the WBC super title in the middleweight division, I can break it down for you like this here. You have to internalize certain aspects and look at certain problems within certain situations with a degree of empathy as it relates to the sun rays that vibrates from the sun. See, and just as light travels at a rate of 186,000 miles per second, the thought process that went behind the decision to allow Jamal the Hitman Charlo to continue to hold on to his belt that he fought so hard for. No, he didn't fight for it. He got elevated. He'll email champ. Okay, email champ. But see, what it is as we look at certain situations that's dealing with the activator that's coming from the Jerry curl juice that drops within certain lint or cotton within the shirt absorbs the activator as it activates certain circumstances within the hemisphere of the periscope. When I look at Dragon Ball Z and I see Ultra Instinct Goku, it reminds me of certain diabolical schemes that was put together by the man that wants to take certain things away from people of color. Mauricio Sulaiman, what does Dragon Ball Z, Jerry curl juice, cotton shirts, hemisphere, molecules, you know, the peripheral view, sun rays from the sun traveling at 186,000 miles per second. What does that have to do with the question? I just answered your question, my brother.
True, true, true.
Mauricio Sulaiman don't never answer no question. Watch any interview of Mauricio Sulaiman, the man never answers a question. You ask him a question, he go all the way around the world. Mauricio, I ask you a yes or no question. Literally, I ask you a yes or no question, man. And he has to, you get what I'm saying? Nigga go to nigga explaining. I say, here you go, nigga explaining again. Somebody asked a question. Somebody asked a question in the chat. What he said. He said did Spence fire Derrick James? Whoever said that Spence fired Derrick James, can anyone send me any receipts of that? Anybody, just send me a receipt. Send me a receipt where Errol Spence fired Derek. What Errol Spence say? Errol Spence, Derek James is fired. Anybody? Shout out to Jamie Rivera. Salute to you, fam. Man, Suleiman, hey, say, the complexion for the protection. See, when you got the complexion for the protection, my brother, it's certain things that you can hold on to that other fighters can't hold on to. So as soon as they go to talk about that complexion for the protection, I always use Jamal Charlo as a reference. I'm going to always bring Jamal Charlo up because I'm going to say, okay, I get your narrative, but how do you explain the Jamal Charlo situation? That's why I think Jamal Charlo, I said he must got, I think, you know what I think? I think Al Haymon and Jamal Charlo, I think they have Mauricio Sulaiman in an uncompromising position. They have Mauricio Sulaiman in an uncompromising position. I think they have some photos of him in Vegas with a big booty Judy. I think they have some photos of him in Vegas with a big booty Judy. A bow-legged Kim, one leg up Sarah, knock needed. I think they got a knock needed Susie. I think they got him in an uncompromising position, and he don't want his wife to find out. Now this is just speculation, and again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. It's just speculation, but I think that I think they got him in an uncompromised position, dog. Because I've been watching boxing a long time. I have never seen anything like this.
True, true, true.
I have never seen anything like this. Never. Never. You get what I'm saying? And what they say, Yamas, he said, I was there that night. Mauricio had a ball that night. Hey, Yamas, he had a ball. Hey, Mauricio, you know what, Al Haymon, I have to do my job. Al, I don't want to do this, but Jamal Charlo, he hasn't fought in a long time, and I have to do the right thing from the fans of the people that I'm going to have to strip him of his belt. Jamal, I'm going to have to strip you. And then, I don't know how true this is now. Al Haymon, they say he's the most powerful man in boxing. That's what they say. Sources say, right? The sources coming out of the PBC headquarters. They say Mauricio, Mauricio, I don't think you want to do that. See, I was looking at some of these pictures, Mauricio. It would be a shame is that you, Mauricio, and Big Booty Judy? Okay, Mauricio and Big Booty Judy. I'm looking at some of these pictures. Oh, this is bow-legged Kim. Looks like your face is... Woo, Mauricio, boy, I didn't know you was that hungry. Your face is somewhere. Whoa, look where your face at. Yeah, bow-legged Kim. Okay, then we got one leg up Susie. Yeah, she had that one leg up, and Lord, your face was there again. Okay, woo, God. Yeah, Mauricio, I would hate that these pictures to get out. Of course, I would never betray you like that, Mauricio. But what were you saying about taking a belt from one of my PBC fighters again? Oh no, Al, I was just saying, a lot of people were talking about I need to take his belt because he hasn't fought in over 2 years. But don't worry, Al, I got you. We're still gonna allow him to be champion.
True, true, true.
Motherfucker, Al knew with the pulling out. Al knew with the pulling out them doggone pictures. Yeah, it just, it'd be a shame if. Mauricio, it'd be a shame if your wife was to just somehow, and, it'd be a shame if somebody just did a press conference and with all of the press there and, these pictures just miraculously just came out, Hey, y'all been say, pull it out, pause. Y'all been say pause. You gotta say pause. You gotta say pause. You gotta say pause. You gotta say pause, coach. You gotta say pause. Yeah, he kind of pulled out them pictures. Hey, he kind of pulled out them pictures, man. He kind of pulled. Hold on, this my homeboy right here, man. G, what's going on? Hey, man, I'm going live. I'm live doing a live show right now, man. As soon as I finish the show, I'll call you back. All right, for sure. All right. Hey, yeah, man. So doggone. I think I'm just saying me. I think they got Mauricio Sulaiman in an uncompromising position. He's in a situation where he has no choice. You know what I mean? He has some choice. We know how I go down in Vegas. Listen. I heard Bob M got a whole lot of people in an uncompromising position too. Shout out to my sister Jackie Hernandez. I heard Bob M got him. I heard Bob got some people. You know what, Mauricio? I tell you what, my fighter Shakur Stevenson wants to get a shot at the WBC title. There's only one problem. The kid Devin Haney has all of the belts. Now, since he said that he's moving up to 140 to fight Regis Prograis, there's only one thing and only the right thing for you to do is to strip him of the belt, make him a champion in recess. If he's not going to be here at 135 anymore, do not allow him to straddle the fence. He's not going to be able to move up like he's Canelo, fight another champion in another division, and then come back down. He said he's not coming back down. I need you to take the belt. You know what I have on you, Mauricio. Yes, Bob, don't worry about it. We're going to make sure Shakur, he's a fine young man, a fine champion. We're going to make sure that he gets a shot at the title. We have a couple of guys in mind. Lomachenko said he doesn't want the Shakur smoke. Aesop Pitbull Cruz said he doesn't want the Shakur smoke. Is there any way you can make a fight? What's that kid's name that Errol Spence has? Do you mean Frank Martin? Yeah, make a fight with him. He's a slick black fighter. That's so Shakur can answer the slick black fighter. Check the box in that category. Get him a fight with him. Talk it over with Al Heyman. We can make that fight happen.
True.
Yeah, that's how that works. That's how that works. All jokes aside, that shit work like that for real. Shout out to Elena. She said Don King, 92. He's really quiet. I mean, he's 92 years old. You ain't gonna be doing a whole lot of talking, Elena, when you're 92. Don King, 92. And then plus, Don King been blackballed.
True.
Elena, the white man has blackballed Don King. The man what it was Don was so successful that they concocted a scheme to keep him frozen out. Now he's frozen out now. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to throw that out there. If there's any time that we can play the race card, this is the perfect time to play it.
True.
Now, we do have racial double standards because Jamal Charlo is still allowed to hold on to that belt. And guess what? Ain't nobody saying that about Jamal Charlo yet. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to have to plead the fifth for you.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
Man, I'm finna drop these phone lines in a minute, man. We're gonna go to a short station identification break. And right after that, we opening up the phone line.
Hey. It's a brand new day. Take a whiff, Mary J is such a nice bouquet. It's a brand new day. Got a twist, Mary J is such a nice bouquet. It's a brand new day. Take a hit, Mary J is such a nice bouquet. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. Hey, it's a brand new day. Take a whiff, Mary J is such a nice bouquet. It's a brand new day. Got a twist, Mary J is such a nice bouquet. It's a brand new day, take a hit, Mary J is such a nice bouquet. Hey, it's a brand new day, it's a brand new day. Come along, get
right, man. Yes, sir. Once again, it's on up. Coach Malachi Williams. We back up in this BI station identification break. We gonna go right back into it, man. I want to drop these phone lines, see what everybody got to say, man. I do want to finish listening to this Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford video. This shit was hilarious.
About you. And ever since that first night, it seems like I've been going crazy about you.
Mint green chrome in the butt, burnt orange 550. Say the pinky ring pimp, give love pussy. Seafood, big pool, make your girl look. Backwoods, big grill, watch the chef cook. Talk slow, big smoke in the moonlight. Knock your doors down, shout it till your mind right. East Point, Fulton County, where a nigga from. Got love.
Shout out to Gloria Day and the fabulous Set Trips.
Gloria Day and the Set Trips.
These niggas don't play, these niggas don't play.
We don't play.
You ain't heard, they be tripping.
We be tripping.
So they swerving on. No faking and no snitching. And
ready to drop these phone lines, man. Phone lines open, man. Y'all hit the old boy.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Hey, this shit funny. I ain't gonna lie. This shit is hilarious, though.
Be careful when it's smoking out. Ask the man, hey, who the hardest to hit by? Hey, look, every person that you name, ask them what I done did to them. They don't know. Nobody ever said, if you drop them, if I drop somebody, they don't know.
Let's see what's up. I like what Bob Bear say. He say the smartest thing you can do, kid, is stay far away from Terrence Crawford. That's the smartest thing you can do. Bob warned him. Bob M did warn him now.
True.
Cause I'm gonna break his will. I'm gonna break his mental, his physical. Shit, I probably break his spiritual. I'm gonna break everything. You know, he gonna be broken. It's gonna be the first time. It's like them trying to. It's gonna be like them trying to break Kuta Kinte.
Kuta was a rough nigga.
Yeah,
Kuta took a lot of slaps out of Big Gay to fuck up.
Get his foot cut off all day. But he's a great man too. But I'm gonna break him.
He said, yeah, I'm gonna break him. I'm gonna break him like Kuta Kinte. Break him like Kuta Kinte, huh?
True.
Break him like Kuta, huh? That's what he said before the fight. You know, that's what he said before the fight.
And I'm gonna show everybody why I am the best fighter in boxing. Period. Well, it's not that good. Regis stopped him in the first round.
Hey, hold on, this is hilarious. Hey, but dang, hold on, I can listen to this all day. This is hilarious. Yeah, man ain't fought nobody, man. I told y'all he ain't fought nobody, man. Man, look, man, break this dude, man, like Kuta Kinte. Y'all seen Roots? Y'all seen Roots? Y'all remember how when Massa was hitting Kuta with the whip? I'm gonna break him down like that there. Carla, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Ron from Mississippi, coach.
What's your name, is, fam?
Oh, Ron from Mississippi.
Ron from Mississippi, talk to me.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, when the other twin lost his WBO title, everybody was going crazy, talking crazy, but ain't nobody saying nothing about the other one when he got the WBC title and had it for almost 2 years, going on 3 years now. Like, what's going on? It's crazy.
It is. What I'm saying is there's double standards with the sanctioning bodies, depending on which one it is. The one sanctioning body that's the most consistent at being inconsistent is the WBC.
The WBC,
to me, they the worst.
Yeah, because the WBO don't be playing with them. Soon one moved up, they already stripped them.
Yeah, it is what it is. So, I don't know what's going on. What we do know is that this guy has been inactive for 27 months. He's still allowed to be a champion, and other fighters. But Devin Haney's moving up. And I think they're stripping him of the WBC title and making him a champion in recess. So I said, okay, look, man, the guy has won. Right. Devin has won, became undisputed by beating George Kambosos. He fought him again, and he defended his titles. He defended his undisputed titles twice. He defended against George Kambosos, and he defended against Vasily Lomachenko. So just on the strength of that, I think that, hey, man, at least allow this guy, if you're going to fight at 140, let him have a fight there. And then if he's not sure what he wants to do, just give him some time. Let him have a fight there and come back down to 135 if that's what he's going to do. Now, if he's not going to come back, if he's just going to officially stay there, then, I just think they're taking the belt from him too quick myself,
Too quick, yeah. Too quick. That's just too soon. Like, the man ain't even had to fight yet.
Yeah.
He said he don't know he's going to go to stay at 168 or move down to 154, go back to 154. Like, give him a chance. They ain't even give him a chance.
No. You talking about Jamel Charlo?
Yeah, I was just saying, like, how they just took the belt from Jamel, but they letting the other one keep the WBC.
No. Jamel has the WBO belt. So what? Now the WBO
Oh,
is
he do?
different.
Okay. He got it. Okay, I thought they had took it from him.
No. They're going to take it from him. See, this the WBO situation with Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo got mandated to fight Tim Tszyu twice. Tim Tszyu has been waiting to fight Jamel Charlo for a year, almost a year now, right? And Jamel Charlo said that his hand was broken. He said my hand was broken.
All of a sudden, it's here now.
He showed the
it's here
picture.
now, Coach.
So a whole year, some change don't went by. My hand broke. I can't fight. My hand broke. So the WBO was working with him, but then all of a sudden, miraculously, his hand ain't broke no more. He's fighting Canelo next. So the WBO like, okay, look, since obviously your hand ain't broke no more, and when we asked you about when you're gonna fight your mandatory, you kept saying your hand broke. Now all of a sudden you fight Canelo. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna alleviate you of that belt since you have no intentions on fighting your mandatory. So I think in that case the WBO is doing the right thing. I think they're doing the right thing in that case.
Right.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
And another thing I want to say, I hope Derrick James keep that same energy during the press conference too. Keep calling Bo Mac Cheeto and all that. You ain't did nothing. I want Derrick James to keep that same energy come in December.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, shout out to Ron, Mississippi,
keep
man.
that same energy, Derrick James.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Coach.
All right, shout out to Ron, Mississippi, man. Yeah, so that's what it is. Yeah. See, that's what it is. See, you know, the Canelo come around. Hey, what happened? Yeah, dog, what happened? I went to church. I was praying. The pastor, I gave the pastor. This is what we say. This is what they say down in the South. I gave the pastor. I put $1,000 in the collection plate. The pastor put some of that oil on my hand. That oil, not oil. That he put some of that olive oil on my hand. Rubbed it on my hand. He said a couple of scriptures. He said a couple of verses out of the Bible. Said a couple of verses out of the Bible. And they say, you know, voila, my hand was healed. Wait a minute. Are you sure that's what happened, Jamil? It seemed like that as soon as you got the call, you know, because you said that you got the call from Al Heyman. You know, yeah, hello? Hey, man, hey, this Al Heyman. Yeah, Al, what's going on, man? What's going on? Huh? What's going on? Nigga, is you rolling your neck, talking angry while you on the phone with me? Yeah, man. What's up? Nigga, calm that shit down. Oh, okay, Al, I'm sorry. Listen, I got an opportunity for you. Man, look, I ain't fighting Tim Tszyu, Al. My hand broke. I broke my hand, Al. I told you I ain't fighting Tim Tszyu. Look at bitch ass nigga. We know your hand ain't broke. I'm the one that told you to use that excuse to avoid Tim Tszyu because I had something bigger for you. Oh, okay, what happened? Listen, Jamal Charlo, your brother, the twin, the Cowardly Lion. Yeah, he said that he got an opportunity to fight Canelo, but he changed his mind. He said he ain't ready. He going through some shit, got a whole problem. So I want to know, will you be willing to fight him? Hell yeah, I'd be willing to fight him. But wait a minute, do you want to get a fight with him after your hand is healed? Man, Al, guess what? What happened? Man, my hand ain't hurting no more.
True.
Wait, bitch ass nigga, you said what? Yeah, my hand ain't hurting no more, man. Wait a minute, you just said that the hand was broke. We've been telling the WBO the hand was broke. Yeah, no, man, no, I was just playing possum. I was just playing possum. You know, I ain't know, I'm just playing. You say Canelo? Yeah. Oh, listen, Al, what I need you to do now, I need you to get in contact with all of the media outlets. Tell them they are not to ask me any questions about my so-called wink broke hand.
True.
That's why you don't see anybody on the media outlets. When you see Jamel Charlo on $1 Million Worth of Game, you see him with the Breakfast Club, ain't nobody asking about his hand. Yo, how your hand was hurt for Sue, but then when Canelo come around, the hand healed. Now, hold on. I ain't mad at him now. I would have did the same thing. I ain't gonna lie. I would have did the same thing. I ain't mad at him, but I just got to call that out. Wait a minute, my nigga, hold on. So you were ducking this nigga for... So my question is, Jamel Charlo, were you ducking Zoo for all this time? Because people to say, oh, man, he fighting Canelo. How he a duck and he fighting Canelo? Man, bullshit. That don't mean you ain't ducking. You know, you shit. Everybody want to fight Canelo. I want to fight Canelo. Shit, everybody want to fight Canelo. But let's just call a spade a spade, though. Let's just call a spade a spade. You get what I'm saying? Let's just call a spade a spade. All I'm saying is this here. We got to call it the way it is. The man hand miraculously just healed. And I get it. I understand the man miraculous this here. He's fighting Canelo. I mean, shit, you know, I'm fighting Canelo. Shit, nigga, I ain't nothing wrong. I could be in the goddamn wheelchair. I'm rolling to the wheelchair on goddamn Canelo. And what I say, fam? He said, Coach, I sent you a link. He said, check the Fight Hub link on how he avoided the hand question. Then came back and said, oh, he say, oh, it's good. Thanks for asking. So they asked him about the hand on Fight Hub. Hey, when you sent to that? Did you send it to my email? Don't send it to my Instagram. I can't get my Instagram right now. My Instagram tripping. My Instagram tripping right now. I'm kind of locked out of it. Did it? What happened? Did you send it to my email? Let me see something. Look at here, man. All of a sudden his hand. I don't know. Tell me what you sent to that. At me in the chat and tell me what you sent to that. Hey, what did say, Larry Lopez? He said I'll be a puncher bag for $1 million for a few rounds. Shit, man, Oh, you said it was a comment? Oh, okay, it was a comment. Cool, no problem. Hey, shit, for 1 round? Shit, nigga, nigga, I'm running. What did he say? He said the G-Man will ask. He said the G-Man will walk again for Nello. No pun intended, G-Man. Who is G-Man? Who the G-Man you talking about? Hey, what it say, Larry? You said miraculously healed. Yeah, he miraculously healed. Now, again, I'm not upset about that. I get it. I do get it, but, you know, it is what it is. I get it. Trust me, I do. It's Canelo. But this, hold on, this shit right here aged real well. This shit right here.
Work.
Okay.
I definitely know. And I'm going to show everybody why I am the best fighter in boxing, period. Well, it's not that good. You know, Regis started him in the first round, too. Regis started him in the first round, too, man. Like, who that got beat to be a 2-time world champion?
He beat 2 champions.
Who?
He beat Troy Arnowski and he beat Ricky Burns, which was a 3-time world champion.
Troy who?
Hey, Smith.
Come on now, man. Come on, bro.
And I think he went to Russia.
This shit didn't age well.
And I think he went to Scotland and beat him. Then
Come on, man.
he tried to be great and come to Omaha and beat me. I don't think you fought nobody that was a 2-time world champion.
When he ever been tested, he got stopped.
I don't think you ever fought a champion that was two-way divisions, right?
What is it, man?
Doesn't matter. All the titles I took from the champion.
Hey, bro, listen, so, bro, it was like, that's what got me. Errol Spence and Derek Zane was so dismissive. Man ain't fought nobody, man. Man ain't fought nobody. Man, damn, man, he ain't fought nobody. Who that dude who fought to become champion? Hey, who he become 2-time champion? He beat 2 champions. Oh, he did? He beat champion like I beat champion? Yeah, well, it's different when I beat champion. When I beat champion, it's different. But those guys you fought that beat champion, that don't mean that, man. I don't know what you talking about, man. Man, what you talking about, man? I ain't fought nobody, man. Man, I'm gonna break you like Coach Kente, man. I'm gonna break you, man. I'm gonna break you. I'm like, okay, that's, but listen, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. This here did not age well at all. It didn't age well at all.
Yeah, so what you saying?
Okay.
Every title I took, Sean Porter,
he was
champion.
He was a one-time, one-weight champion.
It don't matter. I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Well, you got the opportunity.
Like I said, you line them up, I'm going to knock them down every time. It don't matter what happens. Personal life, whatever. Hey, man, give me him. You sure you want him? Yeah, this is easy work. Get him out of there.
This ain't no easy work.
Hey, you want him?
Here.
Yeah. Oh, I know it's not easy work. I definitely know it's not easy work.
Okay.
I definitely know that.
Just
I ain't that naive. I'm realistic.
Okay.
I love this.
He said, I know it ain't easy work, man. I know that. Ain't then line him up, not knock him down, man. It ain't easy work, man. Easy work. He said, man, this ain't no easy work over here. Man, I know it ain't easy work, man. I ain't naive, man. I know you can fight. I know. Boy, hey, bro, that's it right there. I had to go back and listen to that. I say, man, this did not age well at all. Like, based on all of the stuff that was said right there, right? My question is, like, what can be said in the lead up? Like, what can be said in the lead up? You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, shout out to Preacher Joe. Preacher Joe, what's going on, fam? Legacy Mindset, salute, fam. But you get what I'm saying? Like, oh man, like, you know, like if you Brian Custer, how do you pose the questions if you're Brian Custer? Because, you know, Brian Custer, he has a way of being very smooth. You know, well, you know, Errol, you know, the first time with Crawford, you know, things did not turn out quite the way you wanted it to be, kind of like how you predicted. Do you know why? Do you know why? Like, you know how Brian Cousins asks questions. Yeah, man, you know, man, I don't know, man. I really ain't got no explanation for what happened. If that's the explanation, right? Yeah, that's the word, explanation. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. Derek told me the man ain't fought nobody, so I was just going by what Derek was saying. You know what I mean? I was just going by what Derek was saying, man. Derek told me man ain't fought nobody, man. He say, man, Ricky Byrne wasn't nobody. Undongo wasn't nobody, man. He ain't fought nobody in the welterweight division, man. He beat Sean Porter, but Sean Porter was on his way out the door. He ain't trained like he's supposed to. So Derek told me all that. So Derek James told you all of that. Did you study any film on Aaron Smith? On Terrence Crawford? Nah, I ain't study no film on Terrence Crawford, man. He wasn't nobody, man. Do you still feel that he was nobody? Because those guys you said he beat that were nobodies, literally, honestly, Errol, those guys did 10 times better than what you did. So if those guys were nobodies and they gave Terrence Crawford a much harder fight than you did, what does that make you? Does that mean that you are a less of opponent than those guys because they put up a better performance than you didn't? Nah, I ain't saying all that now. I ain't saying all that now. I'm just saying he still ain't fought nobody, man. He still ain't fought nobody. But he beat you worse than he beat anybody he's ever fought. Out of 40 fights, 39 of those fighters put up a better fight than you did. So can you explain to me how come 39 fighters before you put up a better fight than you did? Can you explain that to me? Man, look here, man. Man, you better start asking me all these tough questions, man. True. Bro, look here, bro. Like if I had an opportunity to ask that question, bro, that'd be me. That'll be the question I ask right there. Oh, listen, I'm throwing every word that was said. Right back in his face. I'm gonna be nice about it too. It's, Errol, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm just kind of concerned because I know the last time we saw you, you had blood coming out of both eyeballs. You had blood coming out of both nostrils. Your lip was busted real bad. Your mouth was bleeding. The blood was looking thick and burgundy. Are you okay? Like that. Like, you know how Brian Cousins asked a question. That's what I'm gonna ask him.
Because I like to go fishing. Everybody know those are my hobbies.
Man, that's cat. He not catching me with no fishing pole,
hey, listen.
man. I'm the biggest. You can't catch me with no fishing pole. What it look like catching Moby Dick with a fucking fishing pole? Hey.
They all
smoke bud.
Hey.
You already know how that go. It's legal in Vegas too, so we gonna smoke your ass up.
Hey, y'all do.
It's legal in Vegas too, so we gonna smoke. We gonna roll you up and smoke you up too, man. Y'all get that new bud strand, man.
Hey, but you know the crazy.
I got the new strand. I got the new strand right here. True. I got the new strand. I got the new strand right here. This ain't the buzz pack, but I got a new strand right here. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I got a little something, man. Them boys over there in North Omaha had to hook me up. Had to hook me up. Yeah. I got that new strand right there, man. I got a new strand right there. That's what I got. I don't know about nobody else. I'm just saying I know that's a new strand. That's a new strand that I have.
I'm gonna lie, Tyrann got the best matchmakers in the business. You ain't fought nobody, man. You haven't beat anybody undisputed at 140. Who you fought at 135, and who you fought at 147. Even you fought Sean Porter. Even Sean Porter said,
"What did I do to Sean Porter that you couldn't
Sean
do?"
Porter said he did not train like he should. He didn't do the things that his daddy told him to do. What are you talking about? Even his daddy said it.
All right, so Sean Porter. Man, that Sean Porter, he ain't do what he supposed to do, man. His daddy said, man, he ain't do what he supposed to do. Okay, so what was your excuse? Did you do all the things that you were supposed to do, Errol? Yeah, man, I did everything I supposed to do. All right, so you ain't got, all right, so Sean Porter, daddy threw the towel in. Man, the man ain't, man, come on, man. You don't get no credit for that. So that's another way of discrediting Crawford. No, just dismiss him, discrediting the man. It's fine.
You but heard that I got the
Even his daddy said it.
You butthurt.
Even Kell Brook, he was already broken.
So was he
What are
broken when you
talking
fought
about?
him?
No, he wasn't broken.
How come he
I broke the other eye.
He came off
I broke the other eye. Yeah, that's how I got broke.
stoppage.
That's how I got broke.
He came off a stoppage.
What does it matter?
He came off a stoppage, and then he fought you
What does it matter?
months prior.
What does it matter?
So was he broken or not?
No, he wasn't broken. No, he wasn't broken.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What are you talking about? I had the same surgery he had. And what happened? So what they say about you then? You fight me then.
I'm gonna break the other eye.
So what they say? So I'm broken then, right?
Well, you broken. You gonna be broken.
Be a one-sided ass whooping. I mean, he gonna come in with the mentality, and you know it's gonna probably take a few rounds, but and he a stubborn dude. So, but we gonna, like I said, man, everybody get broke. We gonna break him, man. We gonna break him like a horse.
But the main thing is, you know, I just want to shut people up, especially people behind me talking about this.
We gonna break him like a horse. We gonna hey, shout out. Hey, Nick Rick, what he say, sis? Nick Rick say, what Nick say? Nick say when listening, what you say, sis? Nick say when listening to YouTube fans go wrong, you can't make this up.
True.
You can't make this up. Like literally, this is gold. This is classic right here. For the rematch, look, just play this here. This is classic. This is classic. Like, this is classic. Nick, this is classic right here. Like, man, God, bro, he said a lot of stuff in there. I'm like, man, you know, I don't know about that there, dog. He said, you're going to be broken. Literally, it's like he was preaching on himself. It's L. Harper said, he said, you're going to be broken. Yeah. Shout out to Iffy. He said these words age terribly. I see why Spence fat as fuck now. You know, yeah, I did see a video of him. You know, his stomach kind of out there. You know what I mean? His stomach kind of out there. You know, so you get what I'm saying? Though, you know, like they gassing him up, and I'm like, man, look here, man, like, man, this nigga here, this ain't the dude, man. You talking about breaking him like Kuta Kente? You know, you talking about breaking him like a horse? All this stuff there, man. You using some hell of analogies, man. I don't, you sure? I don't know if you want to piss this dude off.
Old fish shit. Knowing.
Everybody get broke. We're going to break him, man. We're going to break him like a horse.
But the main thing is, you know, I just want to shut people up, especially people behind me talking about their goldfish shit. knowing this trash season, man down, and we gonna crawfish boil another guy come Saturday night.
Looking for the knockout, I go looking for the win. But if he get out of line, he's gonna be the next one down.
I've been getting that line my whole life, so shit, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Shit, I'm about to take my belt off me.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm gonna do it. Girl.
You don't need more than the belt. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't one of your kids.
I'm gonna treat you.
I ain't one of your kids.
I'm gonna treat you like one.
Yeah, all right, we gonna see.
All right, we definitely gonna see.
And my skills are superior. He's talented. You know, he got.
He like, you know, look, man. He say, look, I tell you like I tell everybody else, I don't go looking for the knockout now. But if he get out of line, I swear to God, he gonna be the next one down. He gonna be number 11. Look, like he say, well, listen, I guess you gonna have to do what you gotta do then. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do. He said, all right, now I'm gonna take off my belt. Look, take off your belt then. I ain't one of your kids. You ain't gonna do me like you did your kids. That man whoop you worse than he do his kids.
I get the ability, but we talk about skill set. We talk about what my coach teach. And that's why he is a trainer year, because what he teach, you know, he don't have fighters just talented. He teach fundamentals. He teach sound basics. And that's what he's going to find out, that I do have great defense. I do have great offense. I do have great stamina. I have all the books.
He say he going to find out what his coach teach. Boy.
True.
Man, Derrick James teach the fundamentals. Man, that fundamental shit got your ass whooped, bro. Man, that fundamental, he coming in the ring with that Tim Duncan shit. He coming in with that fundamental. Man, that fundamental shit got his ass whooped, bro. That man beat the brakes off of you. Trainer of the year. That man, come on, man. That man beat the brakes off of you, dog. I do got good defense. I didn't see the good defense that night. I got a better jab. Nope, didn't see that. You know, I'm Mr. Fundamentals. Nope, didn't see that. I got better footwork. Nope, didn't see that. You know, my offensive output is better. You know, we did see your offensive output, but my accuracy is better. Nope, didn't see that. My ring IQ is better. Nope, didn't see that. You know, My stamina is better. Nope, didn't see that. You know, my punching power better. Nope, didn't see that. I'm the bigger, stronger fighter. Nope, didn't see that. Literally, like, I ain't seen all the stuff you said. I didn't see none of that.
True.
You know, I fought better competition. Nope, didn't see that neither. Man, he ain't fought nobody. Well, guess what? I guess you was one of the nobodies he ain't fight.
I just don't have talent.
Bro, like, I think right there he knew. I think, you know what? I think right there, let me turn this volume down. I think right there he knew. He knew, bro. He was like, man, god damn, that nigga right here, man. God damn, dog. This shit seems like it's gonna be different, dog. Al Heyman probably sitting over there watching. Like, dog, listen, I told you, my nigga, I told you to fight Keith Thurman. You didn't listen. You had to go out there and fight this boy. Now you coming back trying to fight him again to save face. Now you trying to save face. You know the nigga gonna beat your ass again, right, at 154. You know he gonna beat your ass again, right? Showtime mad, you know, cause they put the money up for the fight again, and they don't think nobody gonna buy the fight. It was just such a one-sided ass whooping. This is why we've been ducking this dude for 5 years. They ducked this man for 5 years for a reason. So I mean, it is what it is. I would just love to be Brian Custer that day. When that fight happened again this year, I just want to be Brian Custer. I want to be the one asking the questions. I'm gonna ask him just the way Brian Custer asked me too. You know, Errol, I got a chance to look at have you got a chance to look at that fight again? Nah, I ain't really look at it, man. I ain't look at it again. Yeah, okay, ooh, goddamn. Probably traumatized for you. Yeah, do you know where you went wrong at? Because you said a lot of things before the fight, and just, a lot of people betted a lot of money, especially out of down in Texas. They betted a lot of money on you, and they lost a lot of money. There's some guys, they lost rent money, their mortgage. Some guys' cars got repoed. Some guys' baby mamas and wives left them, because they bet everything, and they lost everything. And some of those guys, they're not paying anymore. They're kind of like hiding out. They're on the run, so to speak, from the people who they owe money to. Is there, what happened? Like, what happened? Are you okay? you know how Brian Custer be acting like he's so concerned. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? You know what I mean? Like, are you okay? Yeah, man, I'm all right, man. Why you having that? I mean, just saying, last time I saw you had blood coming out of both eyeballs. I'd never seen blood come out of eyeballs before. It looked like he snatched both of your eyes. Are you sure? Yeah, man, I want to hear what Derrick James have to say. I don't necessarily want to hear Errol Spence. I want to hear Derrick James during the press conference. That's who I want to hear. I want to hear, hey, Nick Rich, I want to hear Derrick James during the press conference. That's what I want to hear, because he was doing the most. Derrick James was doing the most, like he was diddy bopping.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats. This is different.
Like, I really, remember they were talking about the bone collector, the eye collector. We breaking ribs, we breaking eyeballs, we breaking orbital bones. This what we do. I'm like, dude, you do know that this isn't Ugas. Hey, what you say, L. Harvey? You say I ain't missing that press conference. I'm not missing that press conference at all. I want to hear some questions being answered by Derrick James. Dude, bro, like, Derrick, you said a whole lot of stuff. And, you're trainer of the year. You being trainer of the year, Derrick, is there anything that your training skills did not allow you to do that night? Because, some people say you did a terrible job. What say you about the people who are criticizing you for the terrible job that you did that night when Spence fought Crawford? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, it's L from Kansas City.
L from Kansas City, talk to me.
Yeah, this should be actually the quietest press conference ever, because they really have nothing to say, because they said way too much leading up to the first fight. And like you've stated and proven, nothing they said came to fruition. There was nothing. So the only thing they can say is excuses, and they swore they don't have any. So this should be the quietest press conference ever.
You know what? He has a lot of they have a lot of, see right now they have egg on their face, right? They have egg on their face.
So more than that.
Yeah, so it's like, it's very, very embarrassing. Spence did not look prepared. To be honest, when I look at that fight, he didn't look prepared at all. Like we just saw Liam Smith, and we saw Liam Smith and Chris Eubank Jr. have a fight. Chris looked like he was a lot more prepared in this fight versus when he fought Liam Smith the first time. So from what I see when I go back, because I don't see that fight like 3 or 4 times. Errol Spence did not look prepared. Now they did a whole lot of talking, and you can tell that they really believed a lot of the stuff they were saying, Derrick James and Errol Spence, because he fought dismissively. If you're dismissing your opponent, you got a trainer saying he don't look at fight film. Well, it's obvious that you don't look at fight film. I think it showed that. And I'm listening to the instructions. Like literally, he did not know what to say. He kept saying, step around, step around, step around. Well, there's a reason why he's trying to step around, but it's not working. He's trying, but it's not working. When he step, he's stepping into a counter punch. When he step around, bap, he's getting hit with right crosses and left crosses. And and when he get too close, he's getting hit with uppercuts and body shots. So, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, where was the adjustments from Derrick James?
Well, here's the thing, and I've had this discussion with several people in regards to this fight. Errol Spence, and he didn't look prepared, I get that. But I would think if he was as good as we thought, muscle memory should have kicked in. He should have known how to bob and weave if he really was good at it. He should have known how to put his hands up if he was really good at that. If he was so good with his footwork and all these fundamentals, even if you didn't train, some of that stuff should have kicked in. So my thing is this, and I've watched your show for a while, and we've talked multiple times. Terrence Crawford's just a much better fighter than him in every area, and there's no question about it. The skills are on such different levels that they can blame it on the weight all they want to, but if he was so good of a fighter, even if he was wagering, some of those skills he supposedly had would have come out, but they never showed up.
Right.
That's because they're not on the same level.
Man, listen, L, you hit the nail. Man, bro, I couldn't have said it any better. Whatever, those skills should have showed up. And this is what I was saying. You don't have to wait to get back to the corner to get instructions. Like the great fighters, they start figuring stuff out right there in the ring. Like, okay, damn, or the dude catching me with this, you catching me with that. Like, if you hit Crawford with a punch, you're not going to catch him with that same punch again. Because he's going to remember, okay, when I did this is what he did. He caught me. So I'm going to make sure I take that away from him. He ain't going to be able to do that anymore. Or what I can do is I can make it seem like I'm going to do the same thing so that he can throw that punch again, but I have a counter punch for that. So he cannot bait him, set the trap. So Spence, I didn't see any traps from Spence. I didn't see any hand-eye coordination. I didn't see any bobbing and weaving. I didn't see any of that. How can you be Mr. Fundamentals? They say Spence is more fundamentally sound fighter, but I don't see any of the fundamentals the night of the fight. Like, make sense to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, what was the fundamentals?
That's my point. Like, even if he didn't train for the fight, if he has such great fundamentals to begin with, even if he didn't train for the fight, something would have kicked in. He might have still lost, but something would have kicked in where he would have went back into his reservoir of fundamentals and been able to do something. He didn't do anything. And the reason was because even though they said he had it, he really did not. And Crawford does, and Crawford prepared. And it showed that there's truly levels to this game, and he's just not on that level. And so now, first of all, I think he knows he's going to lose his next fight, and he just wants a paycheck. So let's just say he doesn't believe it. He believes he can win. He's so far behind that there's nothing. He might do a little better, but he's so far behind right now that he's never going to catch up, because for those who think Earl's going to win, I laugh. I said, so you think Crawford just going to sit at home and just refuse to do anything now? No, that's not what's going to happen. He's going to get better. Earl's going to try to get better, but the guy who's already so much better is going to get better, and it's a blowout.
And I'm going to let you go, L, man, Harvard. But let me say this, fam. The fact that he got beat so thoroughly, like you said, it was like, bro, like, this guy beat you he beat you going, okay, this guy fought you on the back foot. Matter of fact, he held his ground. I watched that fight. Crawford pretty much held his ground the entire fight. He went back a couple of times, but then he started pushing Spence back. Spence can't fight off the back foot. I think that's obvious. He can't fight off the back foot. We saw that. But I'm like, dude, like, this dude started pushing you backwards. I remember I want to say the first or second round, Spence had tried to impose his physical will on Crawford, and they locked up.
He threw him.
And he was trying to push him back, and Bud pushed him across the ring like he just threw him. Like, and Spence went back like 3-4 feet. And like normally, if that was a Danny Garcia, if that was a Ugas, if that was a Mikey Garcia, if that was a Ocampo or a Chris Algieri, or I can't even say Sean Porter because he wasn't able to do Sean Porter like that. Sean Porter had too much better footwork for him. It was pivoting him, right? I didn't see any pivots from Errol Spence. But if it was any of those other guys he fought, he would have been able to muscle them and push them. But with Crawford, he couldn't even move him. Like, he couldn't even move him. Like, normally he'll come in there with his shoulder, get in there, then go to the body. He tried that. When he tried to come in there like that, bam, uppercut, pivot, get out the way. I'm like, this dude was pivoting on you, spinning you, getting leverage, footwork better. I'm like, man, it just, you're right. It's just a skill set standpoint. He's nowhere near this guy's skill set.
No,
I told
he's
him
not,
that.
and that's not. But my only question is, because for the people who think he shouldn't take the rematch, and the people who think he should, my question is, what is actually next for Errol Spence? That's my only question.
All right, shout out to L, man. Shout out to L from Kansas City. Salute. Shit, I remember when I was in Omaha in February and I saw Bud. I told you guys then. I said he was in shape then. He was like 158 pounds then in February. And then they had a pre-camp. Because they took this fight seriously. Because they said, okay, this guy's supposed to be the Terminator. He's supposed to be this. He's supposed to be that. He's supposed to be all these things they say he is. So he had a pre-camp. He had a pre-camp. This was a hard camp for him. And I'm like, Spence ain't do none of that shit. So hard work pays off. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
PD from Richmond, Virginia.
TB from Richmond, talk to me.
Yeah, I've been telling people, man, I don't know what they think, but Spence just good at what he do. He jab, body, hook, and just do that the whole fight, and push forward and bully you. If he can't bully you, he can't win.
Can't win, yeah.
Yeah, he was the bully. He was the bully at 147. That's what he did to everybody. And I've been telling people, if he fight like that against Bud, he gonna get knocked out. He dipped his head too much.
Yeah.
I was seeing that in every fight, the way he always dipping his head when he going low.
Yep.
It was just, I knew it was just gonna be easy. I don't understand why other boxing fans didn't see that.
Well,
I don't get it.
I think what it is. I think a lot of those guys they think very highly of Errol Spence. They thought very highly of him, and a lot of those guys they did not think much of Terrence Crawford. So that's the flaw right there. When you overrate one fighter and you underrate another fighter, it's a recipe for disaster when it comes time to making a decision on who you're going to bet on, who you're going to put money on. So one fighter was overrated, and another fighter, one fighter was looked upon as Ultra Instinct Goku, and another fighter was looked upon as being, other fighters looked upon as being Krillin. When in actuality, the fighter that was looked upon as being Krillin was really Ultra Instinct Goku, and the guy who was looked upon as Ultra Instinct Goku was really Krillin. So they were shocked, I can't believe, man, I can't believe he doing it to him. And I'm like, dude, what have y'all been watching? This how this guy fights.
Yeah, they always talking about the resume. Yeah, they always talking about the resume. He beat champions at every level. I don't think Earl could beat some of them people if he was the same size.
Yeah, I mean,
I just don't get it, man. What is you looking at? He good at what he do, but he basic. He just if he can't bully you, he don't know what to do. But yeah, all right, coach, keep doing your thing, man.
All right, salute, man. TV, stand up, man. Richmond, stand up. Dude say Bud was favored in the fight. Bud was favored by Vegas. He wasn't favored by he wasn't favored by people outside of Vegas. Bud was favored by the Vegas. Vegas knew what time it was. But if you listen to a lot of the online media wasn't picking Bud. The only people that was picking Bud were a lot of the Hall of Famers. Not Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins didn't pick Bud. He thought that Bernard Hopkins drunk the Kool-Aid. He drunk the Kool-Aid. But the Tysons, the Roy Jones, the Antonio Tarvers, the James Lights Out Tonys, the Mike Tyson, they were like, man, this dude right here, like them the only one that was picking them outside of Vegas. But overall, if you look at the overall public, the popular vote was Errol Spence. YouTube channels, Errol Spence. On the mainstream media, Errol Spence. All of them was saying the same thing.
True.
You know how I know? Because that's why everybody is still shocked right now to this day. This how you know. They still shocked right now to this day. They still making excuses. They still coming up with conspiracy theories. You get what I'm saying? They still, like, this guy was the most hated guy by the overall public. That's why you're getting such a reaction from that same public. A month after the fight happened, they still shocked. Because in their minds, they convinced themselves that this slim, dark-skinned dude from Omaha, Nebraska, I don't like this dark-skinned black nigga. I don't like this dark-skinned black nigga from Omaha, Nebraska. I don't like him. We like the popular guy, the guy that's popping. He come out of a big market. You know, he's from Dallas, Texas. He's hanging out with Yellow Beezy. He's with Al Heyman. He gave Floyd Mayweather some work in sparring. Like, he had all of the hype behind him. The media was against Terrence Crawford. The media was pushing Errol Spence. These are the facts. Now, a lot of the same people who didn't like Crawford, they're like, man, that dude really good. Like, I'm like, dude, he's always been like that. He's always been this good. He's always been this good. Like, literally, he's been this good. If you watch his fights, he dominated everybody he get in the ring with, for the most part. He's stopping motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's why it's a shock. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This Lane from Louisiana.
You say Lane from Louisiana?
Yes, sir.
Lane from Louisiana, talk to me.
I'm starting to see it's two sides of the fence. I'm starting to see Errol Spence fans lean right now. You got half of them, you probably know who it is. You got half of them leading towards the snack program and saying he cheated. And then you got the other side, now they leaning towards Boots. They done completely janked ship and went to Boots now. What you think about that, Coach?
I mean, I say it all the time, Lane. If these guys did not have a double standard, they would not have a standard at all. So the thing is, you know, these guys dislike Terrence Crawford. They hate him with a passion. They despise Terrence Crawford. So when you despise someone and you constantly keep picking against them, they keep winning, and now we got to move the goalpost. So that's what happens when you have people who despise you. I call them more goalpost moving ass niggas. So now they're really not fans of Boots, but this is the guy who they want to see beat Crawford because they really want to see this guy lose. Errol Spence was supposed to have been the one. Errol Spence was built as the best welterweight in the welterweight division. He was built as pound for pound one of the top 5 fighters in the world. He was built as being too big, too strong, and Terrence Crawford was built as being, he ain't fought nobody, got a terrible resume, he's too small, this and that. And then that shit backfired. So since it's backfired, we got to live with the embarrassment of how wrong we were. We just can't admit that we was wrong. Now we got to move the goalpost to go to something else. And that's just what it is.
Right. I think, personally, if he get beat bad again, I think it's pretty much over. I think he might try to come back from one fight after this rematch. He might try to do something else after that. But I think the blueprint is out there now. He's exposed. I think everybody got the blueprint on him, and especially if they can match his size and his strength, I think it's gonna be a lot easier to pull Errol Spence up out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is what it is, man. You just got to keep it pushing. That's just how it is in boxing, man. Online, anyways. The guy who you hate, that motherfucker keep winning. We gotta keep coming up with something else. And then if that don't work, let's move the goalposts again. Then move the goalposts again. Then move the goalposts again. And I've seen it happen several times. I've seen it happen with Roy Jones when he was on top of his game. I seen it happen with Pernell Whitaker when he was on top of his game. We saw it happen with just several fighters throughout history. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, just several fighters. Lennox Lewis, I saw that with him. Kyle Zagi, Floyd Mayweather. It just happens when you one of those great fighters. You're gonna have a group of people that always gonna move the goalposts on you. But shout out to Lane, man. Louisiana, man, stand up, fam. Salute you, my brother. Lane, stand up, man. Louisiana. I mean, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. As soon as, and this is what happens, as soon as these guys leave, you know what I mean? As soon as guys leave, and it's like, okay, now the crazy part about it is, we're going to see exactly what Chris Eubank Jr. does, and Beefy. We'll see what's next for Chris Eubank Jr. I think he need to stay with Bomac now and just train with them for a little bit, just to see, how far they can take them. How far they can take them. But as it relates to, what these guys say online, that's just the reality of the situation. The double standard. And what they say is, he say double standard, stay biting them in the ass. That's the problem. They argue both sides of the coin. When now it's like, the crazy part about it is they'll say stuff like Terrence Crawford, he won because he was snack, while ignoring the fact that the guy who they say they want to see Terrence Crawford fight is with snack as well. So it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. He won because he was on snack with Victor Conte. You do know that Devin Haney is on snack with Victor Conte, right?
True.
Hey, but that's different. He with us. He with the Alphabet Boys. Okay. Yeah, we want to see him fight Boots. Only reason he won because he was snack. You do know that Boots is with snack as well, right?
True.
That's different. We like him. So that's different. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this up. They think that they think that lying to themselves over and over again makes the lie the truth. Sir, shout out to Jamie Rivera. Sir, just because you keep lying to yourself does not make it the truth. You do know that, right? Just because you keep lying to yourself does not make it the truth. You can tell yourself you are a pimp all you want. But when the rubber hits the road, you have zero holes. You do know you ain't got no holes, right? You do know you got no holes, right? Hold on. Nigga, I'm a pimp. Nigga, I've been listening to Sugar Free. Nigga, I've been listening to the Too Short. I've been listening to JT Money. I'm a pimp. How many holes do you have, sir? Oh, I ain't got no hole right now, but in my mind, I'm gonna go get some. So, sir, you can't call yourself Dolomite. You can't say you Rudy Ray Moore. Shout out to RP to Dolomite. You can't say that you Max Julian. You can't say that you're any of those things, sir. You literally don't have any holes. Literally, you can't be a pimp without holes. There is no such thing as a pimp without holes. Literally, you do know that, right? The definition of a pimp is you gotta have somebody you pimping. You ain't pimping nobody. You keep pimping these same old lies. Like this what these dudes do, right? These I Hate Terrence Crawford YouTube channels. We gotta get the lights up. We need 75 more lights. Hold on. They find a group of niggas who hate Crawford. Then they go live and they do live shows and they invite other YouTube channels who hate Crawford to come on their panel. And then they'll sit there and convince themselves that Crawford ain't this. He really can't fight that good. He chinny. Come to find out Errol Spence is chinny.
True.
Every time Errol Spence was getting hit, his knees was buckling. So come to find out, Errol Spence is chinny. He chinny. He too dark skinned. We gonna break him like Kuta Kinte. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't got no resume. The boy overrated. Errol Spence got a better jab. Errol Spence the bigger, stronger fighter. Like what happens is they find a bunch of yes men that they can bring on their panel and they keep regurgitating that. So all of these years, they've been telling themselves the same stuff over and over and over to the point where they start believing it, right? It's like a woman coming home, she catching her man in the bed with another woman. Her husband is a preacher. and she come home from doing churchly duties, and her husband is there at the crib. He came home a little early, she was at church, and he come home and her husband got Sister Johnson. He got this much pipe up in Sister Johnson, right? This much pipe. Sister Johnson moaning everything, screaming, talking about hallelujah, all that stuff there, right? He putting the Holy Spirit down on Sister Johnson. He giving her hallelujah type blessings. The wife comes in and see it. Oh my God, I can't believe what you did. She jumping on the preacher back. He butt bookie naked on top of Sister Johnson, right? She hit him in the back of the head. He roll over and flip off. Sister Johnson jump up butt bookie, grab her clothes right quick, and run out the door screaming. The husband grabbed his wife because she trying to run out to Sister Johnson. But baby, what you doing? What you doing? Hallelujah. And they're like, wait a minute. I saw you hunching Sister Johnson. You had her legs in the air, this and that, butt boogie. That ain't what you saw. You ain't see that. I was helping Sister Johnson. We was praying together. I know you were praying. You was giving her the divine D. You was giving her the divine D. Baby, listen. The Lord said that man should be fruitful in the earth. I am from God, so God want me to spread my royal oats around so we can have other children that will serve the Lord. Soldiers in the army of the Lord. That's what you saw. You didn't see me cheating on you. You saw me doing what the Lord told me to do. If you look in the Bible, King David had multiple wives, several wives. You ain't see what you thought you saw. I was doing the Lord's will. She sitting there crying, yada, 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 yada. Who you gonna believe? Who you gonna believe, me or your eyes? And so they eyes tell them one thing, but they go in these groups and they keep talking to each other over and over and over and over again. And they say, well, you know what, dog, really, man, he was just, really, he really went cheating. What he was doing was he was spreading his royal oats around so he can have soldiers, help make soldiers of the Lord. So when these women had these babies, they can have soldiers of the Lord. They come out, and that's what he was doing. True. Like them niggas really started believing that shit. Like, for real, though. Shout out to Nafis Miller for becoming a member, man. Salute to you, fam. Hey, okay. Salute to you, brother. Shout out to PD Russell. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did it say, PD? He said it's PD from Richmond, not TB. Okay. I misheard what you said. See, PD? All right. Hey, thank you, fam. Thank you for letting me know. Correction. PD from Richmond. Salute to you, fam. But you get what I'm saying, though? Who you gonna believe, me or your eyes? Well, my eyes showed me that you got your ass whooped. Nah, man, he didn't really get whooped, man. It was something wrong with him that night. He really wasn't the same. I thought what it was, he was having an argument with his baby mama. Him and the baby mama had an argument in the back, and she gave him something that became Mike Tyson. Like, Mike Tyson gave Errol Spence something, and I kind of like took it, and I was kind of high and drunk before I walked out there. So let me get this straight. You ain't never been high and drunk before you fought before. But now, this fight, the biggest fight of your career, you was high? Yeah, man, well, shit, damn, I can't say I'm high. That dude sound kind of stupid. Yeah, man, I ain't got no excuse, man. I don't know what the mother dude talking about, man. I really don't know what the mother dude talking about.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
So that's what it is. Like, when you start, when you convince yourself of something, and it just ain't adding up. Like, it gotta make sense. It gotta make sense. We need 70 more likes. You get what I'm saying? It gotta make sense. I'm like, dude, man, I ain't never seen him fight like he always fight like that, dude. He was getting away with it. Ducking his head down, swinging wide with the backhand, reaching. He's always done that. He did it against Mikey Garcia. He did it against doggone Sean Porter. He did it against Ugas. He did it against Danny Garcia. He did it against Ocampo. Did it against Kelber. Like this is the way he fights. He was getting away with it. You get what I'm saying? He was getting away with it. Let's say a special prayer, man, to some of these dudes who just can't let it go.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
If you sitting there watching the show, hate watching, we trying to get to 300. If you sitting there watching the show, hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, Riley, get her.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's your inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
D-Block, talk to me, fam.
Man, I'm going to tell you something, Coach. You know how I come to the show, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
come with nothing but hate. But we come with nothing but hate with fun. Coach, I want to give nothing but congratulations to Eubank Jr. to come back and to fight the way he fought and to take him down. Yeah. Take him down and make him mercilessly. Take him down. It's over. He's done. I'm glad with that. Yeah. I'm happy for that. See what I mean? I mean, even though people really don't like Eubank Jr., he's a cocky motherfucker. Yes, he is. He wants just like his daddy. Oh, slick ass talking motherfucker. He's perfect. He you know, I never really liked Eubank. Anyways, at the end of the day, I mean, Roy Jones would have murdered him anyway. I think they fought, didn't they, Coach? I think Roy Jones beat him.
No, as a matter of fact, let me see. Did he fight Roy?
No, he fought none.
No, he didn't.
I think he did, Coach.
Let me see. I gotta look and see. I don't remember them fighting. I don't remember them fighting. I think. Well, it was who that was that somebody that Eubanks didn't fight because Eubanks fought a lot of people. Him, Nigel.
Yeah, Nigel, Ben.
Yeah.
But then this is what I hate, Coach. They always said that Roy Jones Jr. ducked all them European fighters, those British fighters, back in the day. Which is bullshit. I don't care what they say, man. But,
like with Kawasaki, I think he was with, like with Kawasaki, I remember Roy was with Showtime. No, Roy was with HBO, and I think Kawasaki was with Showtime. So there was a lot of network disparities going on with that. That's why a lot of those fights didn't happen. It is what it is. Roy got criticized a lot by Larry Merchant for really not fighting anybody because he was making it look easy.
Yeah.
He was making it look easy. So, and I get that. I get that.
Today's Sunday. Today's the Lord's Day. I got to give blessings to everybody, man. I love the show. You already know, Coach. I mean, shit. Eubanks did his thing. But let me tell all these Spence haters. I mean, all these Spence lovers out there. These nut huggers. These Spencenators. The sexuals, of course. Don't let this fight make and fool you thinking Errol Spence is going to beat Terrence Bud Crawford in a comeback fight. Believe me, that's not going to happen. You can't compare that. Because I know right now people are riding and going, wait a minute. If he could do that, if Spence gets a little bit of time, shit, I think my boy, and at 154, hell yeah, my boy got a shot. Nah, he ain't got no shot. I'm just going to cut that shit off. All right? Cut the cord on that shit. Don't even try to plant a seed in their head because right now that's what they thinking, Coach, that he got a chance. Of course, boxing, you always got a chance, but we already know what kind of fighter, like you said, Coach, what kind of fighter he is. I ain't trying to keep you too long to this though, Coach. It's Sunday. I mean, I got to give blessings, and I got to say this one thing. I want to make sure everybody is ready for that big fight coming up. Canelo Alvarez versus Charlo. Are we talking about Texas-made barbecue coming, right? With some fajitas coming too, because we gonna make it. It's gonna be a party. That's all I gotta say. And when Canelo Alvarez knocks out Charlo, Coach, I'm gonna call the show, and I'm gonna blast Houston. I'm gonna blast Houston for a whole week, because I remember all the Tank sexuals. Man, Coach, they made me go through hell with Ryan Garcia, and that's my fault. Facts. So I just can't wait, Coach. Thank you for the show. Thank you for letting me call in. And all I got to say is D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
D-Block. You know what? Now that I think about it, nah, man, I think shit. It's quite a few people. Chris Eubanks Sr. didn't fight. He didn't fight. Let's see. He didn't fight James Toney. I don't think he didn't fight Roy. Hold on, we got another call calling in. It was quite a few people. It was quite a few people he didn't fight.
Hello?
Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
Yeah, we're calling from Florida, man.
What's your name is?
D.
D from Florida. Talk to me.
Yeah, what up, man?
Your phone sound kind of staticky, D.
Yeah, just a little bit, but I hear the delay too.
Okay, yeah, I don't know where you hear the delay from, but go ahead. What you got to say?
Yeah. I can't hear him commenting though.
All right, man. D, try to call back, man, because right now, apparently, if you can't hear me, then there's something wrong with your phone. It's not.
Oh, I can hear you now. Oh, I got you. Hey, I'm good. I can hear you now. Oh, yeah, I got you now. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, what did you think about the fight last night?
The fight was pretty good. I'm glad that Chris Eubank got his get back, so I think he did pretty good.
Yeah, Chris looked real good. What I wanted to emphasize question was who do you think had the most impact on Chris as a trainer? Roy Jones or Bomac?
I mean, I can't really say because Chris Eubank only trained with Bomac for like 5 weeks, so I would have to see some consistency. What does he consistently do over a period of time? That would tell me the answer to that question. He had one camp, one camp, 5-week camp with Bomac. They beat doggone Liam Smith, but let me see if will he beat the next guy and the next guy, and they have a couple of more fights. 2-3 more fights under their belts, and he's fighting a whole lot better, then that would give me the answer that I'm looking for.
Right. Well, it looked like to me he still had a lot of that Roy Jones mechanics in it. And I just wonder what other people were seeing. But he looked good.
Okay. All right, for sure. Well, shout out to D from Florida, man. Thank you for calling the show, fam. Salute. His phone sounded terrible. Yeah. I mean, his phone, the reception sounded terrible, bro. It was a whole lot of static. It sounded like kind of robotic a little bit. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I just big bird calling from Little Rock.
I can't hear you, fam. Your phone sound real bad, brother.
This big bird just calling from Little Rock.
All right, Big Bird from Little Rock. Is that a fax machine?
No, that was just your live in the background.
Hey, can you call back, man? Because I need to figure out what the hell going on with this call. Because we just had a call from D Block. He sounded clear, and the last 2 calls sounded bad. So I need to figure out what's going on. Try to call right back. Let's give Big Bird from Little Rock a round of applause. Like, I see the reception is clear right here. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me check. Shit, my shit. This a brand new goddamn phone too. This phone. Yeah, this a brand new damn phone I have. I gotta get that I gotta get the Wi-Fi password. Yeah, this a brand new goddamn this iPhone, this doggone iPhone Pro Max. I got an iPhone Pro Max. This motherfucker brand new. Shout out to Jason Phillips. What did he say? He say, Coach, it's these callers. All right, let's see what's up. All right, this is a 319 number. Let's see. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
There's Little Dog.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
There's Little Dog.
Where you calling from?
From Chicago. I'm in Atlanta right now.
Lil Dog from Chicago. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. I was watching that fight yesterday, man. I'm trying to tell you. Chris Eubank did not surprise me, man. That's it right there. I kind of figured like when he was dominating the first fight, I kind of felt like if he did that again, he was gonna really do that to him, and he really did that to him. I like really just that had me going right there.
Okay. All right, yo, Chris Eubank did his thing. He did his thing last night. Got revenge on Liam Smith. Who do you want to see him fight next?
I want to see him fight Conor Ben. And really, if you really ask me, I kind of want to see a real more competitive fight, like having that boy, the champion that won 154. What's his name? Motherfucking Tim Tszyu. Bring him up. Really test him with that. And I want to see how that goes. Now that'd be a fight right there.
All right. Well, we'll see what he do next. Shout out to Lil Dolph from Chicago, man. Salute to you, fam. We'll see what he do next. Man, I don't know. Man, I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell going on. These last 3 calls been crazy, bro. Like, hold on, man. Nigga, this a brand new goddamn phone right here, man. Shit, I don't know what the hell going on. These last 3 calls been shit. It sounded like the same. It sounded like the same guy. That's what it sounded like. The same dude, to be honest with you. What it say? If you say Conor Ben overrated? Yeah, people talking about Conor Ben, man. Conor Ben, I don't know, man. I don't know about him. I got to see Conor Ben in there with somebody. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Big Bird from Little Rock.
All right, man. We just got to rock with it, man. It still sounds staticky. I don't know who connection it is, but it is what it is. Nobody can barely hear you, but Big Bird from Little Rock, I got you. Let's try to work with it. Let's go.
Okay. Do you think that Bomac coach Chris Eubank with committee or by himself?
No, he coached with committee.
Okay, thank you.
All right, shout out to Big Bird from Little Rock. I might not take no more damn calls. All this shit sound like goddamn staticky, robotic. He said, caller, what? He said, what you calling? Where you calling from, caller? Earl from Dallas. Let me see. This shit sounding crazy. Like, this shit ain't been sounding crazy. Why is it sounding crazy now? Like, that shit sound... Bro, I got a really good reception over here. Like, man, I don't know what the hell going on. Anyways, shout out to School of X, man. He say Bomac, Saul, and Red need trainer of the year. Yeah, they train together. Bomac and Saul and Red, they train together. Like, Bomac don't train by himself. He never trains by himself. All of them bring something very, very unique to the table, especially when they come with Bud. They got a really good chemistry with Bud. But yeah, they train together. I want to see what Chris Eubank do. If he's going to be with Bomac them, if he's going to be with them, I want to see what he does on a consistent basis. Like, consistency is what I need to see. Consistency, like, what do you consistently do? That for me, that tells the story. Anybody can go in there and don't get me wrong, Chris Eubank, Liam Smith he ain't no world beater. Let's be real. Liam Smith ain't no world beater now. So let's just be honest. But so I gotta see, how is he from this point forward? Because I know Chris Eubank probably got a lot of bad habits that he probably got from Roy Jones. And I like Roy. He's a Florida boy. But what I don't like about Roy as a trainer, it's as though he teaches these fighters his style of boxing when he was in his heyday. And you can't teach that what Roy Jones did from an athletic and gifted standpoint. Roy did things that fighters shouldn't do. Leaping left hooks, dropping his hands, putting his hands behind his back. But he had a hell of a power and timing and quickness. Like some of the things that you tell fighters not to do, Roy Jones did up until the point to where he lost his athleticism and he couldn't get away with a lot of those things he did in the past. So, you'll see these guys trying to do some of these things that Roy did, and I'm like, man, you can't do what Roy did back in his day, bro. So as a trainer, I don't like Roy as a trainer. And even though he's a Florida boy, but I got to be honest. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? This is M1. You can hear me?
M1. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, yo, that I don't know. I didn't see really much with Eubank yesterday. He was closing his eyes and all the clinches. He was fighting scared to me. It was just Liam was flat yesterday. He, you know, saying there was nothing coming back to him,
Mm.
and even when nothing coming back to him, he still fought scared to me. So I don't know, man. He needs a lot of work with Womack and them. He's gonna have to come over here and train with them down here for a while.
Yeah, I agree with that. Shout out to N1, man. N1 from the Bronx. Salute, fam. Yeah, I think I'm having issues with my phone then. That's the fourth call, man. Let me see what's up. Let me turn this phone off and turn it back on. See what's up. That's the fourth call, bro. Like, shit, it gotta be this phone then. Has to be this phone. But I wonder why is it doing it now though. That's the fourth goddamn call that did that. I'm gonna turn my phone off and turn it back on and see what's up. All right, it's coming back on. See, can I get it to go back? I just turned it off and turned it back on. Let me see what's happening. That's the fourth call that did that. So maybe it's my phone. It's a brand new motherfucking phone though. This phone brand new, bro. All right, it's a brand new phone. All right, everything look good. All the bars up. All right, let's try it again. I'll see what happens when we get another. This a brand new motherfucking iPhone. I got the top of the line. He said turn off the Wi-Fi call in your settings. Yeah, I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't have the Wi-Fi call set up in there. Yeah, you know what? I just do that. Fuck it. Yeah, I just do that. I just turn the Wi-Fi off on the phone, period. Because my phone is on Wi-Fi, but I just turn the Wi-Fi off, period. That's what I do. Shout out to Jason, man, follower of Christ. What's going on, fam? You know, so it is what it is. What do you say? He say, take it back, coach. He say, take it back. Hey, later, hey, you know what, man? I got this new phone. I gotta try to manually put my phone. It didn't take none of my songs. You know, when I go work out, I have a playlist I be listening to. You get what I'm saying? I gotta go back, man, the playlist and stuff, add more songs to it. This shit, you know, that's one thing I hate about getting new phones. You gotta. Now, it did bring over everything. It brought all of my data from my other phone. I still got my iPhone 12 Plus right here, though. I still had an iPhone 12 Plus, but the screen went black. I got to take it somewhere to get it fixed so the screen can get turned back on. That's what I'm going to do. I personally like Droids myself. Yeah, I ain't no Android guy myself. You know, I've been rocking with iPhone since 1975. You know, the iPhone... See, this is an iPhone 8 Plus. I had the 8 Plus right here, gold, gold and white. iPhone 8 Plus. You get what I'm saying? So I like the what they say, the finer things in life. You know what I mean? Big balling. This the iPhone 8 Plus. So I've been and then before this I had the 7. I had a 7 Plus. You get what I'm saying? So I've been balling. That's just bullshit. And you know what? I knew this girl worked at McDonald's, and she just loved her iPhone, bro. Still a teenager. She loved her. I got me an iPhone. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't the way the iPhone was marketed and branded, but it kind of made people. It made people who get an iPhone. They kind of make you feel special. True. Yeah, I got my iPhone, dog. What you got, an Android? Yeah, I got me an iPhone, dog. Which one you see? My iPhone can do this and that. Well, you got an Android. You get what I'm saying? Like, people who have iPhones. Hey, check this out. hey, people who have iPhones, they think they better than people who have Androids. What kind of phone you got? You got an Android? Oh. Oh, you got an Android? Oh. Hey. Motherfuckers did a good job. They did a good job, boy. Boy, what they gotta say? Hey, Nick, boy, Apple did a good job. They did a good job, boy. Cause they showed up. They showed up be having me feel, yeah, man. Jarman say Android is a superior phone on the low, but the Apple messages make the difference. I'm just saying, man, you get what I'm saying? Like Apple, you know what I mean? Like the honey dips won't even talk to you. Child, I was gonna talk to that nigga, dog, but he got an Android. Yeah, he was fine. Girl, he got a big chest. just the way I like it. He got a 12-pack. All of that, girl. I love me some him. Well, why things ain't work out? Girl, I found out he had an Android.
True.
He had an Android. Yeah. You know how you know he had an Android? Cause when he was texting me, what's the text coloring? Like when they text on like when you send a text on an Apple, you know the text is green. When you send a text on an Android, it's blue. Girl, when he texted me, it was blue. Nigga sit there arguing. Nigga sit there arguing like, yeah, dog, I got me an iPhone, dog. Balling, big ball. I'm balling right now. Listen, I know people who broke. I know people who broke got an iPhone. Like, man, you know that phone cost like $1,200. Yeah, I know. I had to have it though. But you working at McDonald's? Yeah, I had to have it. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this E-Money from Texas. What's up, you dusty-ass, coon-ass, bitch-ass, hoe-ass, dusty-ass nigga? You a coon, nigga? Oh, crip, nigga, what's up, coon? So I thought, oh, bitch-ass nigga. Ain't got nothing to say. You a coon, bro. Coonology expert-ass nigga, boy.
Hey, brother, how old are you? How old are you, son?
I'm old enough to fuck your bitch, nigga. That's what's up.
You sound like a little kid. Hey, buddy, you sound like a little kid. You still saying don't crip, huh? Oh, he hung the phone up. Funny. That nigga say old crip. Oh, that nigga here, boy. Hey, listen. How old y'all think this dude E-Money is? He gotta be about, if I was a guessing man, I would say he was about 18 years old, between 18 and 25. Between 18 and 25. He ain't got no. You know what? I might be giving him too much more credit. He probably about 18 to 21, somewhere up in there. Nigga say, oh, cool. Nigga, coonology. And he say the same shit. Every time he call, he say the same shit. Bro, like, this dude here is hilarious. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie, New York.
Jamie from New York. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, Coach, I think E-Money's trying to be your friend, bro. Yeah, Coach, man. Real quick, man. Listen, that win by Eubank last night, that was a good win for him, bro.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Good confidence booster. Good confidence.
Well, yeah. Now, he did his thing, yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, man. I tell people, you know, when you get knocked out, to me, those people, you know, they can always come back and win a rematch.
Yeah.
But the type of beating that Bud gave Spence, I don't see him coming back from that, Coach. That was too much, man. That was too embarrassing to me. I think that did something to his ego, to be honest with you, you know, and his manhood. That's why he took the rematch. But, man, I wish him luck. And another thing, Coach, real quick, Roy Jones, he was a great fighter, but as a coach, a trainer, I don't like him, man.
Yeah.
It seems like every fighter he's got always taking L's.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's not.
Coach, do you know, does he have any champions?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. But does he have any champions, Coach?
No, not that I know of.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, man. But yeah, he was a special talent, man. You got to be born with those type of skills, man. You don't learn that. You don't learn that shit in the gym or anything like that. You know, Jones is an all time great, man. But but yeah, E-Money, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. But E-Money wants to be a friend, Coach. I'm gonna leave you with that, brother. All right, later, Coach.
Hey, go E-Money. Nigga, all cool on the cob. Ass nigga, yeah, nigga, you's a bitch. Nigga, when I see you, I'm gonna do this and that. I'm like, bro, I can hear the adolescence in his voice. I said, this is a little kid right here, man. This is a little kid. This is a little kid. Like, this guy's a little kid, man. Like, you know, you can tell. Like, yeah, nigga, oh. this E-Money from Texas. Then the nigga call. Then he'll call for Palm Beach. He got a Palm Beach. He got a 516 area code. He'll call for Palm Beach. So then he'll say I'm from Florida. I say, dude, is this E-Money? This sounds just like E-Money. Nah, this ain't E-Money. Nah, who told you that? I don't know who that is, cuz. E-Money, is this you? hey, E-Money, is this you? This sound like E-Money. No, my name Rob from Florida. Rob from Florida? Yeah. Okay, let me hear you talk some more. So keep talking. Let me hear your voice again. Man, you tripping, dog. I said, yeah, this E-Money.
True.
This dude called me from 5-6 different phone numbers. Literally. That's how I know he ain't got no job. I said, this is a little kid, he ain't got no job. Little kid, he ain't got no job. And the nigga betted me $1. hey, what he say? Hey, Matthew, he said he mad because he lost that $1. And he betted me $1 on the Crawford Spence fight. He betted me $1. Sent me $1. Call me a coon. Listen, he sent me $1, right? Cash out. He called me a coon. He said I got my money on Spence. Coon.
True.
And then he said, pull up. He said, I got my money on Spence, coon. Pull up. You can't make this up, bro. I said, boy, that nigga broke. Bro, that nigga broke, bro. Like, Lord, man, he is. Boy, listen, boy, he is broke. Like, bro, like, Lord have mercy, boy, $1? $1, like, bro, can you, like, my brother, you can't even speak English, brother. Can you speak English, brother? Brother, like, can you speak English? You know what I mean? Like, bro, you making, hold on. You making, bro, like, brother, can you put 2 words together? Like, I know you know how to say coon. I know you know how to say bitch. I know you know how to say you're gonna pull up. You know, is there any other words in the English language that you have learned that you can use, that you can apply to your everyday vocabulary, sir? How old are you, young man? I'm old enough. I can't. He said, I'm old enough. Oh, he said, I'm old enough to fuck your bitch. That's how old I am. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, this is a kid, man. This is a little kid, man. I can't even take him serious. But shout out to Yama. What did he say, fam? He said, cool don't really apply to you though, coach. He got to come better than that, Paul. Y'all said Paul. Y'all said pause. You know, I mean, listen. These guys come from the same community, Yarmus. They come from the Alphabet Boy community because they're using Alphabet Boy community talking points. This is what they say. He's a kid, though, man. I'm gonna stall him out. He a kid. He ain't, he a kid. He don't know no better. He's just a young, little, ignorant kid. That's all. Gummy, what he say? He said, you say $1, I say 100 pennies. Whatever it is, Like, I'm like, damn, the nigga sent me $1, so, And he said that was a crazy pause. Shout out to Elena. What's going on, sis? Happy Sunday to everybody. I say this, guys. This is what I say. We have a couple of fights that's coming up. We ain't got no big fights, though, outside of Canelo. September the 7th, Thursday. Hold on. Let me show you guys this. We doing bad right now, bro. Right now, we doing bad, y'all, so far. Until September the 30th. Let me show you guys this. This is what we have coming up. Now, we saw this fight right here. That was yesterday. Thursday, we have Raul. We have Raul Curiel. Raul Curiel versus Courtney Pennington. That's on the zone. I just canceled my the zone subscribership. I canceled it. Because I've been paying for it, but I don't really watch nothing on the zone, so it ain't no need to me really, you know what I mean? I canceled it. Not telling anyone else they should cancel their stuff, but that's September. So September the 9th, which is next Saturday. Let's see what's on Showtime. There's nothing on Showtime for next week. Sky Sports, nothing for next week. Fox don't show no more boxing that I know of. ESPN, that's on the 15th. The Zone, that's next Thursday. TNT Sports, they got Zing versus Joyce. That's in the rematch. I think that's at the OVO Arena in I think in Wembley. And that's it. Saturday, October the 7th. That's in October. Bro, we ain't got nothing, bro. We ain't got nothing until September the 30th. If you guys can see right here, let's look at the schedule. Until September the 30th, September the 15th, September the 16th, William Cepeda, Medicito Gesta, okay. That's going to be on the 16th. That's on a Saturday, on the 16th. Kenshiro, I like Kenshiro. Kenshiro fighting on Butler, okay. That's on ESPN. That's on a Monday. That's in Japan. So we probably go live for that fight. We'll go live for that fight. That's junior flyweights. We'll go live for that fight. We got Zhang and Joe Joyce on the 23rd. Richardson Hitchens, I like to see. Richardson Hitchens and Jose Cepeda. This what I'm talking about.
True.
Yeah, this what I'm talking about right here, boy. Now you know what? I may have to renew my DAZN membership for this here. I like Richardson Hitchens. Now this gonna be a good fight, right? Well, on paper it look like a good fight. On paper it looks like a good fight. Richardson Hitchens. And Jose Cepeda. Now this what I'm talking about. And they fighting in Orlando. I might go to this fight, dog. They fighting in Orlando. I'm going to this fight.
True.
Yeah. That's right down the street from me. I live in Tampa. Orlando like a 45-minute drive without the traffic. Without traffic, it's 45-minute drive. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go to this fight right here. I'm going to this fight. Right down the street. I will be in the O on the 23rd at this fight right here. Absolutely. Got to see these young men fight. Him and Jose Cepeda, I think this is going to be a good fight. And then we got Canelo. Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Jamel Charlo. We have that on the 30th. We see that. And there's another fight on the 30th. The IBO lightweight title. The IBO lightweight title. Oh, this is Danny Dubois. This is his sister, Caroline Dubois. Okay, they're gonna be fighting during the daytime. So, all right. We have several fights. One fight is at the York Hall in London on the 30th. We have another fight at the OVO Arena in Wembley. Okay, that's an IBF cruiserweight title. Lee Wood versus Josh Warrington. This is in October. I guess we'll do, guys. We'll look at this stuff when we get close. So for September, this is what we have for September. We have a couple of fights in Wembley. One in Wembley, one at the York Hall, the women's. Canelo fight on the 30th, as you can see. Richardson Hitchens versus Jose Cepeda. That's in Orlando. I'm going to be at this fight. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to be at that fight right there. September, William Cepeda, Jose Cepeda. And hey, is both of these fighters brothers? Is Jose and William brothers? I know one is a lightweight and the other was at 140. Is both of these guys brothers though? I wonder. Bush the Can Man Cassidy, salute to you, fam. He say, Coach, don't let them know where you at. Shit, why?
True.
Why? I'm good, fam. I'm good anywhere I go, fam. Trust me, I'm good anywhere I go. I'm covered. I got family in the O. I used to live in Orlando. I used to live in Rosemont. I lived in Rosemont. I lived in Eatonville. I lived in used to be over there off of Mercy Drive, over there in Beirut. Shit, and I got a. Hey, what's that? OP Gamer? He said you playing? Oh, yeah, no, I'm good, fam. I'm good. I'm good, fam. You know what I mean? Yeah, I used to live in the O. I got family living in the O right now. Got a lot of, as a matter of fact, I got a lot of family in Orlando. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Dunk Flush. What's going on, fam? Jamie Rivera, salute, fam. Bush the Catman Cassidy in the building. I am your leader. Salute, fam. This gonna be a good fight, though. This gonna be a good fight, bro. Like, I like Hutchinson. I like that kid. I like that kid. Like, for real, though. I really like that kid. I like that kid. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's a good fighter. I like him. You know. I wonder if the Zepedas are they some kin to each other. I wonder if they some kin to each other because I haven't seen he with the zone. Shit. I keep forgetting about William. I keep forgetting about Hitchison. But that boy that can fight. Got good footwork. Got a little pop. He's a very patient fighter. Got a pretty good jab. He doesn't get caught up in the firefight. He kind of sticks to his game plan. He wants to fight Montana Love as well. Like Richard Hitchison was over there with Mayweather Promotions. I don't know if you guys know that. Hitchison was over there at Mayweather Promotions, but they didn't. Booger Ray Leonard didn't know what to do with him. Like Booger Ray Leonard and Booger Ray Leonard pretty much run Mayweather Promotions, but he literally did not know what to do with Richards and Hitchens. I'm like, dude, every time Tank Davis have a fight, you're supposed to have this kid fighting as a co-main event on the undercard. He's a really, really good fighter. When they when he did that Brian Custer interview, when Brian Custer asked him, and who's the next big star at Mayweather Promotions? He literally had Richardson Hitchens right there on their roster at the time, and he didn't even mention the man's name. He didn't even know what to say.
And who's the next big star under Mayweather Promotions? Ooh, we have quite a few young guns, as I say, and I don't want to leave any names out, but we have a great roster of young talent, and we've been very selective about what we're doing, again, because when you have, an abundance of fighters, it's hard to kind of focus on. When a big fight is to be made, it has to make sense for both sides. No promoter or company is going to put their guy in an event with everything to lose and nothing to gain, especially when we're talking about this. You know what I'm saying? Interesting.
Hey, Schoolo X-Man said they dropped the ball on this one. He said, yes, they did. They definitely dropped the ball on that. Because Richardson Hitchens is a really, really good fighter. He's a really, really good fighter. Man. Shout out to Yamas. He said when you do an interview like that, they give you the question ahead of it. He should have been prepared. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, he wasn't prepared for that. You're right. He wasn't. You know what, Yamas? You can tell he wasn't prepared because he put his head down. He said, "Woo, woo! Oh my gosh, Yamas! Yo, peace of love, fam. Peace of love. Yamas, is this you? Yo, who did this Booger Ray? Yeah, that's me. Hey, man, listen, they asked me some tough questions, man. What kind of questions they asking you? Man, they asked me, man, what kind of big stars I have over there Mayweather Promotion? Man, push the other guy, Richardson Hitchens. Push the other kid. You got some young bucks over there. You supposed to have them fighting on Tank Davis undercard. Oh my gosh, ask me tough questions. I don't know what to say. Like literally, hey, call Booger Ray. Booger Ray said, "Woo! We have a bunch of young guns, and I don't want to leave any names out." Literally, you left all the names out. How can you say in an interview, I don't want to leave any names out, but you left all of the names out? True. Booger Ray, you do know that you didn't mention you didn't say nobody's name. He didn't say nobody's name. I don't want to leave any names out, but you left the names out. Just listen, Booger Ray, just give me one name. That's all I'm asking. One name. Just give me one fighter that you have at Mayweather Promotions that you see gonna be the next big star. Cause Tank is pretty much still with y'all. He's still with y'all. He's still taking bites from the floor. So Tank's still kind of with y'all. But outside of Tank, you can't think of one fighter. Richard Hitchison, this dude been waiting, dog. There's another guy there's another kid they got over there out of DC. What's the kid name that's out of DC? Hey, shout out to Cooking with Sir Senior. Salute to you, fam. What's the young kid name out of DC they got? As a matter of fact, let's pull up Mayweather Promotions. Let's pull up Mayweather Promotions. Mayweather. Let's pull up Mayweather Promotions. Pull up their fighters. Okay. Let's pull them up and see what's up. Hold on, let me do this. Because I want to find out. I need to find out what's going on. Okay, let's see. He gonna Mayweather right here, guys. All right, let's blow this up. Help Leonard out since Leonard don't know who he got on his roster. All right, let's see. We got this young jitterbug right here. Dorian Khan. This is a little young kid. He's a 126 pounder. 126 pounder. Let me blow this up again. What's the brother name from DC, man? I think, is it this brother? Malik Warren, 135 pounder. What's the brother name? Oh, Jaleel Hackett. That's who. Hey, shout out to Damian Bennett. Salute to you, fam. Jaleel Hackett. That's the brother name. Okay, who else they got? Adrian Benton. They got Big Rolo. They still got Javante Davis on here. Still got Tank on there. So, I don't know. Kevin Johnson. Thunderstorm Johnson. Yeah. You know what? I don't think they updated their website. I don't think some of these fighters are not over there anymore. There go Jaleel Hackett right there. That's a young brother from DC. He's a welterweight. Luis Arias. Mickey Scala. Then they got a crew. Andrew the Beast Tabiti. I don't even know if some of these guys are still over there. Yeah, I don't think some of these dudes over there no more. You know what? Shit, because Tank really not a PBC. Well, he's a PBC fighter, but okay, I can see maybe Tank, and I can still see maybe Rolly because maybe they still working with those fighters. But he ain't really shit. You know what? They removed Jaleel Hackett. Jaleel Hackett ain't over here. Not Jaleel Hackett. Jaleel Hackett is here. They removed what's my man name? We were just talking about. What's the brother name we were just talking about? What the dude name, man? Damn, I forgot his name. He's fighting Hitchison, Richard Hitchison. They removed him. He was on this roster. Hitchison was on this roster. They removed him. They gotta, you know what they gotta do? They gotta update. They gotta update this. They gotta update their site. I ain't gonna lie, man. All that money. This is like a janky ass website. This is like a Mayweather box. Let's look at the event. Let's look at some events Mayweather may have coming up. What events they have? TMT, the Money Team events, upcoming events. Sin City Showdown. What the hell is this? Sin City Showdown, December. Oh, that was last year. Man, they got stuff on here from last year. Bro, they haven't updated this website. Look at this. Y'all see this? This hasn't, but they got stuff from here from April last year. Man. See right here, May 22nd, they got Mickey Scala and Richard Hitchison, Saturday, May 21st. Bro, look here, man. So they show Mickey Scala. They don't even have a picture of Richardson Hitchens. Yeah, you know what, man? This here got to be updated. This got to be updated, bro.
True.
But it ain't looking good. Like, my thing is this here. Okay, what is Leonard Ellaby's primary job? You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, I know he's the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, but what exactly does he do? Hey, what is that? He say, Coach, you sound surprised. Anything involving Booger Ray is second rate. Hey, listen, what exactly? Hey, listen, hey, Martin, what exactly does Booger Ray Leonard do? Do anybody know what he does? Anybody? Just help me out. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
What's up, Coach Yamas from Brooklyn, man?
Man, Yamas, what's going on, fam? Brooklyn, stand up.
What's up, Coach, man? Yo, happy Labor Day, everybody, man. Enjoy our weekend. Don't drive drunk. But, yo, I just want to make a quick comment, man, because, I'm cool with Hitchison. And I remember they signed him.
Yeah.
And, we was excited about that. Like, he got Mayweather. He got no signing bonus at all, zero. Nothing guaranteed, zero.
He ain't got no signing bonus?
He just he ain't get shit. This is what I'm trying to tell you, man. Like, he'll just do, it seemed to me that people be more enamored with being on Mayweather than the actual business side. Yeah. That's why my call is basically to say, it ain't really a serious company like that. Like, yeah, they got Tank. They had Badu Jack. Other than really Tank, ain't really nothing serious going on there. Like, ain't nobody really making no money, A. And B, like, my homeboy was out there, and he was telling me a lot of them guys that go out there, they'll stay in the gym, they train there. If they look decent. Mayweather will sign them, but they ain't getting no money with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just living out there couch to couch on some, like, LA trying to be a actor type shit. And you call home, I'm signed, I'm this. Now, I know this for a fact. Like, I'll tell you his name.
No.
My man.
You're not lying. I've heard that from several people. Yeah.
No, it's real. It's real. My man, he was out there trying to get a deal. He like, yo, they not like you can go in there and spar in front of them, and if you look good, they'll set it up. He got in there with Tank. He got good work. He told me, but
yeah.
Excuse me. He basically was saying like, as far as financials, they not really a serious company. Like they ain't giving out no bonus. They not really signing guys in good faith. They'll sign you like keep your ass on the show.
But that don't sound good though, because there's this narrative that's being pushed that this Mayweather, you sign with Mayweather Promotions, the money team, everybody gonna get paid. They looking out for all of the brothers, the black fighters, this and that. Like I had a guy literally call me and tell me this. Like he was like, he loved Floyd, like really going to bat for Floyd. So I was under the impression that because I'm on the outside looking in. You know a lot more about it than I do because you know people that was over there.
Yeah.
I'm under the impression that there's this perception that Money Mayweather. I'm with the money team. I'm with TMT and everybody balling, and that's not the case.
See what you said, Coach? Yeah. Like that clout or get dudes over there like trying to get on.
Yeah.
But you don't see him signing guys that already got. Well, I remember, he cool with Jarrell Miller.
Yeah.
And like they was discussing and Floyd like, yo, I want to sign you. He like, yo, where the money at? Like, yo, all that shit sound good. You know what I mean? It's like you going in the casino with a comp to bet $20 and he throw it on some shit. If that shit pop, if not, I don't lose nothing. So in my opinion, he killing niggas' careers, man. Cause like you signed for him, you on the show. But one good thing I ain't gonna front, my man told me was there's a ton of good work in that gym though.
Yeah.
A ton of good work. Like a lot of guys coming through, a lot of guys that are signed. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's good work, and Vegas got a lot of fighters in the area. So you would go out there. He get fooled from going there, but he had the means. Like dudes is out there broke on some broke shit, like just trying to get on. I don't really agree with that, Coach.
It's
listen.
It's a couple of fighters I know that's like that. They broke out there trying to make it in Vegas.
See, Coach, you know inside shit like me. Like you know the facts about what dudes is really taking after these fights, and I knew this one kid. I ain't gonna say his name. I thought he was getting all this money. He owed like he used to fight and owe the promoter like 3/4 of his purse, where he's still negative after the fight, man.
Damn, 3/4 of his purse.
Getting funded money.
Yeah,
because the whole time
that's how that one of them Don King cuts right there.
No, not on some like the promoter joking him. Yo, he getting $20,000 a month just to live.
Yeah.
Not fighting. You fighting once, twice a year. Like you owe the nigga fucking $400,000. You know what I'm saying? After the government, your trainer, your camp, what you got left?
Yeah, you ain't got nothing.
$400.
Yeah.
And then you blew that after you won the fight at the club, man. You owe the strippers money, man. They looking for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, Coach, man, thanks for taking my call, brother. You have a great weekend, everybody. Peace and love.
All right, man. Shout out to Yamas, man. Brooklyn, stand up. Hey, you know what? See, this what I'm saying, right? This what I be trying to tell y'all, dog. Like, you can't be, like, it sound good. Yeah, dog, nigga, I'm signed. I'm with Mayweather Promotions. So if someone that don't know no better, they like, damn, he signed to Mayweather Promotions. Because people have a tendency, we looking at Floyd. Floyd got money, right? So we'll assume, the marketing machine, a lot of stuff that Floyd say, we're under the impression, yeah, man, everybody must be getting paid over there at Mayweather Promotions. Man, them niggas ain't making no money, man. Do you know what they do? They'll show you Tank. Right? And what you say, Jason, you say, is those advances? Yeah, those are advances. Like a record label. A record label will give you an advance, but they still got to recoup their money. They got to recoup. This is what they do, right? they'll show you Tank. They'll show you Tank, right? And they'll say, this is proof that everybody who hook up with Floyd Mayweather, you know, they make you a star and they getting money. Dude, you can't, this what they do. So you have dudes online going around arguing for Floyd. Tank ain't complaining. Look, Tank getting paid. Dude, that's one guy. That's like Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z was the biggest rapper. He had a partnership, him, Dame Dash, and Biggs. They had a partnership with Def Jam. Def Jam was owned by Universal. They had a label deal with Def Jam, stuff like that. Put their own money up to pay their own stuff, you know, and they got a lot of the profits from their sales in the record labels, right? That's like dudes say, yeah, look at Def Jam. Def Jam put out Jay-Z. But they ain't got nobody else but Jay-Z. Okay, but Def Jam put out LL Cool J, Jay-Z, DMX, Warren G dropped the Regulator album on there. They had Adina Howard was on there. They had Montel Griffin. They had like Def Jam had a whole bunch of stars, right? Whole bunch of stars. That's like they not a record label that only have one star. We got Jay-Z. That's it, dog. We ain't got nobody. Like, bro, you got a record label. We got one singer. That's like Clive Davis. Who you got, Clive? Well, we got Whitney Houston. Okay, who else you got? Okay, we end up getting like Clive Davis worked with everybody. He worked with Earth, Wind and Fire. He worked with Luther Vandross. Worked with Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston. Mariah Carey. Anita Baker. You know, he worked with everybody you could think of. He don't work with them. Confunction, just all of these stars, right? He don't work with. So he has a track record of putting out stars. When have you ever known a record label or a promotional company, people looking at you like, you know, this is the go-to place, and you got one star? You've been around all these years, 7, 8 years. You got one dude you put out. One guy.
True.
And you trying to tell me that one guy, because he is successful, this is proof that anybody that's black or whatever that hook up with Mayweather, you're going to be successful as well. You're gonna be successful. You have dudes online right now arguing and debating. Like, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I'm gonna give you a perfect example of a guy that if he was to do an argument on Floyd Mayweather's behalf, this is the type of guy that Floyd have around him that would cap for him. Probably ain't got no money in his pocket, but he'll say that he making buku money over there with Floyd.
After my God, I respected you. I respect you. After my God. I respect you. After my God. Give him after my God.
You second to God, champ.
No. I didn't listen. I respect him. I'm sorry. I respect him.
Come on for the nigga pass out. Take the picture before you pass out.
Yeah, get him before he pass out.
Yeah.
Hold him up.
Yo, we gotta take this guy everywhere. Yeah. Yo, champ.
He needs air.
You need air.
Take the picture. Take the picture before you face the picture.
That's my hero, right? That's my hero. One more.
It takes a lot to do. All right, why are you pushing?
Don't worry about it. Come on, I got you, guys.
Hey, you know the crazy part about it? This dude broke down on his knees. I'm like, nigga, please. All them women around there, you know, take the picture. You know, female touching on Floyd's chest. Floyd looking at the female, you know, these are things I do, you know. He's sitting there smiling, telling the female these are things he do, while another man is down on his knees with his head right at Floyd Mayweather's pelvis.
True.
Let's give everybody a round of applause. They'll find a guy like that And he'll be the one to say, I went Mayweather, we balling. We get paid. We with the money team. Dude, all the money is literally going to Floyd. They ain't got no stars over there now. They gonna show Tank Davis, and they gonna say Tank is representative of what we can do. Okay, well, how come you ain't make another star? Why you haven't made another star? That's my thing. That's what Jay-Z said. When Dame Dad said that he made Jay-Z, Jay-Z said, well, if you made me, make another. If you made Hove, I said people out there say they made Hove. He said, well, make another Hove. Make another Tank then. If you got the blueprint on making stars, right? Why don't you make another star? Make another Tank. You got any more Tanks over there that you want to make over there, Floyd? Do you have any more Tanks? Booger Ray Leonard, since you're the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, are there any more Tanks that you're promoting that you have coming up?
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you? 5.
That's all I'm saying. Is there any more Tanks that you have over there, Floyd?
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All 3 of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. Listen, just somebody else. Give me somebody other than that one bullet that you had in that rest ass 38. You get what I'm saying?
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Shout out to that whole ass nigga, E-Money.
If I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life, if I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life, if I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life and take her with me, she spent a week in Africa with King Kong Alicious. She's going to spend a week in Africa with King Kong Alicious. Do you think she ever coming back home to you? Let's just be honest. If I take her on a ride with the prince, do you really think she coming back home to you? I'm going to drink to that. Next Negro who hate, I'm going to snatch your chick.
I'm going to drink to that. I'm going to drink to that. The next Negro who hates, I'm going to snatch your chick.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a broham.
Niggas riding out on the broham. Hey, they say over there, Mayweather Promotions, they ride around on the broham. Roland Romero got a Fugatti. Rolly got a Fugatti. The other dudes ride around on the broham. I say, man, come on.
Don't ask me about Crawford, because that motherfucker ain't in my division. Like, we talking about a 147 pounder that was a 140 pounder. We need to fucking I get it. He won the undisputed, right? At 147 and 140. This shit is different when they get down to 147. How y'all want him to fight me? How are we talking about somebody that ain't even fought in the division? How did he just jump from there to there? Like, what connection do he got to this world?
hey, why y'all wanting to fight me? I'm just saying though. Why y'all wanting to fight me? This the last call. I'm calling you the last call. What's your name when you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland, talk to me.
Yeah, Coach, the way Mayweather fans and PBC fans be talking about Mayweather Promotions, it's like the UFC. They always talk about Conor McGregor. Man, look, Conor McGregor, he just sold his whiskey company for millions. All this shit that ain't got nothing to do with the UFC. Look, he made $100 million with Mayweather. Had nothing to do with the UFC. UFC straight tried the con clock. They're like, man, we'll sue you and Mayweather. This should be tied up in the court for 5 years. And finally, they thought about it like they made them partners. They took half of Conor's money and let him fight.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the heavyweight champion, Francis Ngannou,
Old boy that's gonna fight Tyson Fury, his last fight as the champion made $500,000. Coach, he made some straight B-level PBC fighter type money, and he's the baddest man on the planet allegedly. Same shit with Mayweather Promotions. You know, they talk about Haney came through that gym, Shakur came through that gym, all these other cats, but none of them signed. And it's obvious why. They ain't talking about no money. I remember when Mikey became a free agent with Top Rank, and Floyd, just to floss, he flew down to Riverside to go meet up with Mikey. And what happened? Mikey was over there making $7 million fucking with the PBC. Never even signed a long-term contract. But ain't nobody fucking with Floyd.
Yeah, you know what?
Floyd bullshit. He's like all those other guys. They got the banner, this and that promotions, but ain't promoting shit.
He said they got the banner for promotions, but they ain't promoting shit. Hey, I'm just saying, bro, like you can't tell these pro Floyd Mayweather fans that, but Floyd Mayweather to this day, he got some fans, bro. Like, bro, you cannot tell them. Like, it's obvious what's going on, but they gon' like duck and dodge. They're going to try to make it anything other than what it is. I just asked him one question. Okay, brother, give me, outside of Tank Davis, give me another fighter they got over there that's making money. Give me another fighter. And they can't tell me. They can't tell me.
I can name about 10 of them that left Mayweather Promotions, but I can't name not one that's still with them.
And see, there's a reason why the Shakurs, the Devin Haneys, the Kid Austins, the Keyshawn Davises. There's a reason why a lot of the fighters who come out of the Olympics and the fighters that's up and coming, there's a reason why none of them sign with them. Because it's like, okay, damn, why ain't none of these dudes? They'll come to the gym and spar, but they won't sign with them. And I'm like, I wonder why, if all this money was there in abundance like they say it was for Tank, and why there's no one else signing over there. You get what I'm saying? And now they may get Ryan. They may get Ryan, but Ryan is Ryan is still under contract with Golden Boy. So Ryan Garcia would be a damn fool if he signed with Mayweather, because ain't nobody signing with him. So if he deal directly with Al Heyman, that'd be better. But like Floyd say, if you're dealing with Al, you're dealing with me. So so that's what Floyd say. Hey, well, shout out to Martin, man. Oakland, stand up, salute, fam. Yeah, if you're dealing with Al, like I said before, if you're dealing with Al, like I said before, if you're dealing with Al Heyman, you're dealing with Floyd Mayweather. Me and Al are one. He let everybody who will listen know that. If you dealing, he said, there's no such thing as you dealing with Al Heyman and you're not dealing with me. He said, this is the message to all you PBC fighters. Whether you acknowledge it or not, if you're working with Al, you're working with me. I don't need my name on the banner, of your fight. If you're working with Al, you're working with me. If you're working for Al, you work with me. Hold up. Al Heyman is an advisor. Unless y'all got something going on, Floyd, that I don't know about. The fighters are their own promotional companies. They have their own promotional companies. They have their own entities. Al Heyman is just an advisor. He advises them. Now, are you saying that Al Heyman he owns those fighters? Now, if he owns those fighters, that's something different. If he owns them. You know what I mean? But according to what they've been putting out there, he's just an advisor. So if he's just an advisor, then there's no such thing as, well, I'm an Al Heyman fighter. How are you an Al Heyman fighter? He just, get what I'm saying? So there's a whole lot of murky stuff going on over there. Like, wait a minute, man, he own y'all niggas? I thought he was the advisor. I don't know. True. Legacy mindset, the way he structured it only works for so long. Absolutely, man. Shout out to Ron from Mississippi. Hey, okay. Shout out to L from Kansas City. Hey, okay. Shout out to PD from Richmond, Virginia. Hey, okay. Shout out to Lane from Louisiana. Hey, okay. Shout out to D Block from Dallas. Hey, okay. Shout out to D from Florida. Hey, okay. Shout out to Big Bird from Little Rock, Arkansas. Hey, okay. Shout out to Lil Dog from Chicago. Hey, okay. Shout out to M1 from the Bronx. Hey, okay. Shout out to that whole ass nigga E-Money, Jitterbug. Hey, okay. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Hey, okay. Shout out to Yarmus from Brooklyn. Hey, okay. Shout out to Martin from Oakland. Hey, okay. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. I thought you was the fighter, right? The fighter, the fighter Do the fighter works for the advisor, or do the advisor works for the fighter? I think that when you start asking questions like that, that's where the water go to get murky at. Shout out to PD, man, for the dropping the cash out. Hey, okay. Shout out to Nafis for becoming a member. Hey, okay. Shout out to Swift 718 cash out. Hey, okay. I mean super chat. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez for super chat. Hey, okay. Shout out to OP Gamer, man. Hey, okay. Super chat, and shout out to Xepper for dropping the super chat. Hey, okay. Man, it is what it is, man. Once again, this song is our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. True Media Today, USA Boxing. Let's give a shout out to everyone that's here. Shout out to my main man Yarmis. Hey, okay. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. Hey, okay. Shout out to La Jessica. Hey, okay. Shout out to Food Revolution. Hey, okay. Shout out to Jamie Rivera. Hey, okay. Shout out to the Duchess of Wisdom. Hey, okay. Shout out to who else we have? Nick Rich. Hey, okay. Shout out to my sister Nick. Shout out to Passion for Beauty. Hey, okay. Shout out to Flex BX. Hey, okay. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Flex BK. Sorry about that, Flex BK. Shout out to Cooking with Sir Senior. Hey, okay. Shout out to who else we have, man? I said La Jessica. Hey, okay. Shout out to Rizzle. Hey, okay. Shout out to shout out to L Harvey. Salute, fam. Hey, okay. Shout out to School of X-Man. Hey, okay. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody. Shout out to L Harvey. Salute, fam. Hey, okay. Shout out to Ahmed. Ahmed, what's going on, baby boy? Hey, okay. Shout out to Elena. Salute to you, sis. Hey, okay. Who else we have, man? Shout out to Boxing Analyst. Hey, okay. Shout out to Jason, follower of Christ. Hey, okay. Shout out to Nelly Content. Hey, okay. It is what it is, man. Shout out to $1 Trillion Dreams. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to manager. What you say, fam? He said Manager Marty is pushing a new narrative that Bud is on PEDs because he works with Snack. He said, I can't wait for the rematch. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he can push whatever narrative he wants, but he's from Philly. You know what I mean? He hates Terrence Crawford. That's just a Terrence Bud hater. I mean, he doesn't have any, Boots is with Snacks as well. So Boots is with Snack. So let that sizzle your spirit. Let that sink in. Shout out to Jason, follower of Christ. It is what it is. Once again, this is our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. True Media Today, USA Boxing. If you're watching this show and didn't want to hit the like button, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck those socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hey, what the dude named Rizzle. Rizzle say, shout out to the mighty LDBC. See, that's the only problem with that, Rizzle. Let me tell you something. In order to have might, in order to be mighty, you must have power, right? I know that you are a troll, right? I know that you are a troll. I do know this. How do I know you're a troll? I'm gonna tell you how I know you're a troll. You just started this account today. What is August? August the 9th. Today's the 9th, right? Yeah, I think the day's the 9th. You just opened this account. You just joined YouTube today. So I know you're a troll. As a matter of fact, here you go right here. But I'm gonna say this. In order for you to be mighty, you must have power. There's no such thing as might without power. So I wanna educate you on this. Yeah, and I know you from the Alphabet Boy community, but I want to educate you on this. There's no such thing as having might without power. So when you got a powerless group of niggas, a powerless group of broke niggas, there's no way that you can call yourself mighty because you don't have any power to exercise your might. If you don't have any power to exercise your might, then you can't call yourself mighty. You are the total opposite of mighty. The total opposite of mighty is weak. Y'all are a bunch of broke, weak niggas. That's all. Just want to throw that out there. But anyway, once again, it's on as our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. True Media Today USA Boxing. We're going to go ahead and go out since today is Sunday. Today is Sunday. We're going to go ahead and go out like this here. And y'all remember that. There's no such thing as mights without power. Niggas say, I'm the mighty such and such. How you mighty and y'all ain't got no power to do nothing? There's no such thing as that. Right? So, just want to let y'all know that. Once again, it's on. I see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. Hate, like, share, subscribe. Let everybody know that we will be on at 3 o'clock. See y'all.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.